Silo. Welcome everybody, how you doing? Awesome music. Awesome music. You can't get over it. It's great. I can't get over it. Y'all guys, y'all do your own thing. How you doing? Welcome. Happy Thursday, everybody. We're back. We're back and enjoying yet another night of my favorite game. Having a jam fest. You better believe it, sir. Good times. Good times. Yeah, so, let's see. When we last left off in 65 billion million pajillion BC, we had just gotten to, I think, the reptite layer, and that's about where we stopped it. I called it a night, couldn't go any further. That was it. Had to finish. We'll be picking up there tonight, and yeah, I'm sorry. I'm like way distracted mentally. So, how you doing, Draco? Welcome. It's been a fun day, right? So at work today, did a lot of cool stuff. Had a moment where I realized that I was repeating the work that I had to do over and over again, and so I got smart. I'm a smart programmer, okay? I took everything that I was repeating and actually dropped it into its own thing, and now I didn't have to repeat it anymore. It's really a smart thing. I'm so proud of myself. Let me tap myself on the shoulder here. No, it was kind of one of those moments. It'll make my life easier. I've got four parts, maybe that's easier to see, parts to this program that I'm working on, and I've finished parts 1 and 2, and some of the parts that I have on 2 will go on to 3 and 4, so it like cuts the development time in about, I wouldn't say in half, but it does make things significantly easier, so puts me in a good mood. It means that life is a little less stressful. However, I am feeling the burn of procrastination because, well, as soon as I'm done with this project, I have to get on another project, which that's just the story of my life. Oh, goodness. But other than that, it's been a good day. Yesterday was interesting. So in our bathrooms at work, we have, I mean, everybody has these things. I hate that. So get this, in our bathrooms, they have, of course, there's sinks, right? There's gotta be sinks. I'm pretty sure there's some kind of OSHA requirement or, like, human decency requirement that says you have to have sinks. Now, the counter height is about crotch waist, okay? And if you don't know where I'm going with this yet, you could probably figure it out by everything, by context clues. OSHA, yeah. So, I gotten done doing my business. I'm not even going to explain what that business was. Use your imagination, okay? If you haven't figured out what you do in a bathroom, don't use your imagination. It was actually just regular bathroom going. So I got done doing regular business in the bathroom, and I went to go wash my hands, as most people should do. Some people don't. You nasty people. And I leaned up against the counter, as you have to in this bathroom, because, you know, like, the counter is just the right height. Like I said, it's at crotch waist, but the sink is like 3 feet in, so you have to lean over it to get into the, like, to put your hands in there. And so I lean over, and apparently the person before me had a real, I don't know if they had a spillage problem or what, but like water all over the counter. And of course, I'm wearing khaki pants, and if you don't know anything about khaki pants, water shows up really well, and it's extremely noticeable, especially when it's at crotch level. please, public service announcement for everybody. If you make the counter wet, please wipe it off. There's paper towels. If there's not paper towels, use your hand, do something. I don't care. Use your own pants. Don't make me do it for you. Not cool. Have I considered wearing darker colored trousers? I go with whatever I can afford and is in my size. And sometimes I don't get a choice. Now, to be fair, after I leaned up against the counter, they were darker in certain spots. It was not very appetizing is what comes to word, but it wasn't very what do you call it when it looks good? Attractive. It just was not very attractive. Appetizing. God. Okay. Yes. Thus appealing. There you go. It was not the desired result, for sure. Oh my goodness. So here we are. Still haven't really words are hard. Words are hard, vocabulary is even harder. I mean, I can word sometimes, but alright. So here we are, we're at the Reptile lair, to give everyone a synopsis of what has happened so far, since the last stream. We came in, I gotta remember where we were last stream. We had left Protodome in the future and gone back to the, end of time. We got magic, actually I think that was a stream before. And then we went back to our time frame, and one of the guys was like, there's a guy named Magus, and he's a jerk, and he summoned forth Lavos, and we're like, dude, that Lavos guy, we hate him. He's wanting to destroy the world, and we were gonna go and, like, stop Magus now. And so, to do so, we needed to get a legendary sword. Actually, I don't think that's actually told in the story, but it is part of the story. And so... we got the hero medal from a little kid, a little brat who stole it from a frog, our frog friend. We got both pieces of the Masamune, and now we are looking for a red rock to mend the Masamune, as well as find all of our good stuff so that we can leave this time frame. So, good times. We do have, in my party right now, we have Ayla and Marley. And of course, Chrono, we don't get to swap him out until quite a bit later. Okay, so this is on stale on Steam. Worth the buy or skip it in emulator. Skip it in emulator. If you can get DS emulator, 100% do it on that. If you like the game and you want to support Squeenix, then buy it on Steam. But like, if you go to the Chrono Trigger category on Twitch and you look around, you'll see people who stream it on or stream it from the Steam version, and you can see that there is a huge difference. The lettering or whatever, the font looks a little off. I don't know about the music, but like there's a lot of things that are just different about it. There used to be a lot of really, really bad hold on a second, let me do this. Damn you! I swear every other time I fix this and it breaks it again. Alright, here we are. Every other time. You have a 3DS running custom firmware. I can just put, if you can find the DS version, go for it, because the DS version is worth it. It is the entire Chrono Trigger game, plus some extra content that wasn't on the original Super Nintendo cart. Totally worth it. If you have an Android or well, everybody has an Android or an iPhone nowadays, right? But if you have one of those, they actually sell a version of Chrono Trigger on the app stores, and that one's not too bad. It actually runs the DS version. But it is a little bit awkward if you don't connect a controller in certain spots. So, his iPhone. Look, I haven't been on iPhone in many a year. Let's put it that way. Many a year. Nothing against people who have iPhones. Nothing against necessarily iPhones in general. I just haven't been on them. Yeah, it's just been a while. And actually, I do have things against iPhone, but it's more against Apple than it is against iPhone. The iPhone itself was a pretty cool product until Apple ruined it. So... oh, goodness. But yeah. But yeah, both of those are great. Honestly, if you can run it on an emulator or something like that, that's probably one of the best places to go. As always, I would say original hardware, because even the emulators don't get the sound quite right. Although it's pretty damn close nowadays. Alright. This guy, look at him. He is having fun times. Alright. But yeah, I'm trying to remember what the best route on this is. Oh, just kill. That's the best route. I had exactly one Apple product I liked. It was my iPod Nano. Survived several trips through the laundry, backpack getting flooded in a sudden downpour, and being ran over by Dad's truck before finally stolen by someone for drug money. Dude, isn't that the truth, though? Honestly, if Apple continued to make their products now like they did back then, they probably wouldn't be having as many issues with, like, backlash on their products, period. Hold on. So, so this is a whole maze, by the way. And hopefully we can get through it without too many troubles. Finally they came around about a week later asking for the charger because they didn't grant it. Really? That's kind of pathetic. Hey, welcome back, Seraphim. I'd love it if they would bring back the iPod. Look, iPod was great. The iPod Touch was probably the last good product that they made. A dedicated MP3 player, just in general. Of course, nowadays, nobody knows what an MP3 player is. So, like, rip. Yeah, it's kind of sad. Like, everybody... Yeah, I could fight this guy. I feel like everybody back in the day had, like, some sort of iPod or MP3 player. I actually had it was called a Creative Movo, because I was so anti-Apple at the time. I had this thing that was called a Creative Movo. It was basically a USB iPod. The whole thing was like a thumb drive, and you stuck it in your computer, you downloaded your music to it, and then it had a jack for headphones, and all you had to do was like power it with like a AAA battery or something. It was really freaking awesome. Wait, show my nephew a VHS tape once? Yes. Oh man, they're really great for... I'm gonna tell you what bothers me the most. Like, I understand, we're trying to get with the times, we're trying to do this whole wireless society, everything, right? I get it. The issue that I have with today's phones and whatnot that you want to use, number one, it used to be you could have like a dedicated space for which you could install all of your music and stuff, and now like even the Android phones have taken away the expandable storage. I hate that. The other thing that like really bothers me about like modern day MP3 phone stuff, whatever, it's not MP3, but it's phones and whatnot, they all have gotten to the point where they have eliminated the headphone jack. I absolutely hate that, because I have some really nice headphones that work really, really well, and I have to have nice headphones for, like, say, if I want to use my Switch, because it's got a headphone jack. And Yeah. Your phone has a jack. My phone does, like, the new high whatever society phones do not have jacks. They are unjacked. Alright? You want one that you could put videos on and such as one. MP3 player? Because I do know that, yeah. Mine still has it, but it's too big for pockets in my Steampunk house. That's fair enough. That is fair enough. Like I said, my issue is like, I guess in the name of trying to make it thinner and lighter, whatever, like all these phone manufacturers keep on getting rid of that headphone jack or something to save space, and it's like, it's really not saving a lot of space, but it's removing functionality, and I hate that. I also hate the fact that they have removed... Goodness, I need to pay attention to what I'm doing here. I hate the fact that they have removed the external memory cards from Android phones, and just because I would like load that thing up with music, and that would be it. Now it's like, now music, it has to be streamed. It has to go through iTunes, or it has to go through Spotify, or it has to go through YouTube Music, or whatever. Like, everything has to be streamed, and I'm so totally not a fan of that. Like, I don't need that in my life. And yet, here we are. Mine is a cheapo phone. I got emergency because my old one wouldn't charge anymore. I feel that too. You know what? That's the other thing I miss about old phones. They all had removable batteries that whenever the batteries got completely trashed and totaled and wouldn't hold a charge anymore, you could go to the store and buy a new one. And it works really, really fine. Really like wireless earbuds. I wish they could use them on PC, but PC doesn't have wireless. Does it not have like the ability to Bluetooth? Because that would be one thing, or you could get a Bluetooth receiver. Assuming assuming. I know a lot of people who use wireless headphones at work and with their laptops, but again, I had this little knockoff MP3 player. It was perfect. I even have the old Skull Candy navigators. Yeah. Hey, earbuds, they hurt your ears. You see, I'm wearing headphones, like true blue headphones. It's not necessarily because I want the entire world to be blocked out. It kind of is. It's not because I want the entire world to be blocked out from me, but I don't like the way that long periods of time of having earbuds stick in my ear. Oh, it sucks. It does hurt. I get that so much. It wouldn't charge anymore because the charging port melted. Did you plug an old phone into a USB 3.0? Traco. Your desktop can't Bluetooth, but your laptop can. So, I don't know for certain because I got a Bluetooth card installed into my desktop. Straight up. Doesn't matter. I've got everything that I have that's Bluetooth has its own little antenna thing in it anyway, so I don't ever have to worry about it. Well, although I can use my Xbox One controller, I can hook that up directly to the computer and, well, wirelessly to the computer, but I prefer wireless or wired because then I don't have to worry about buying batteries. Because yeah. But yeah, you can purchase either an internal Bluetooth card or like and it'll go in your PCI Express slot or something like that, or you can probably buy a USB dongle or something that allows you to have a Bluetooth antenna. I see, right? And also one of my good friends got a pad stuck in his ear. Oh, no. What I would really like is a decent pair of headphones that are wireless. These are actually wireless. I've got them charging right now. That's what the cable is. But like I have a decent pair. What am I doing? I did not mean to do that. I have these right here are really nice, but like after a while the sound doesn't do well, and the microphone on it is horrid if you're doing wireless. Absolutely horrid. Oh, I didn't kill him. Dang it. Well, we got counterattacked. Nope, almost caught fire while I was slipping. No idea. No. Was interesting. So you have a Wi-Fi receiver. I don't care enough about Bluetooth since controller is wired. And see, I guess that's the thing. Like, I spent money on a Bluetooth controller on mine, and I really haven't even messed with it much. So, again, I can't blame you there. If it was a big deal, then I could see, like, you could totally go and take care of it on your own, right? But it's not that big of a deal, so why even bother? Why make it a thing if it's not a thing, you know? Kill off my shrooms here. But yeah, I mean, again, like I love music. I listen to music a lot during the day. I work a desk job. I work at a computer all freaking day long. So yeah, I'm going to sit there. I stream music to my computer and have headphones, or I stream music to my phone and listen there too. Like, it doesn't really matter. I'll do whatever tickles my fancy. My phone's running low on battery, then I'll let it charge while on the wireless charger. Wireless charging is freaking awesome. But like, totally could. Yeah. There's so many different things. Is this my way out? Hold on. Yeah, I think this is the way out. That's fine. But yeah, I listen to music all day long, so good earphones, good sound quality is something that I need, and being able to block out the rest of the world as part of that so that I can actually focus on my work is way, way better. Okay, I knew I was hearing something. Coffee's drinking a daiquiri, so I hear her slurping away at it. Shh. Being able to use earbuds with my PC would be nice, but I just pair them to my phone and keep one in under my headset until stream. Oh, well, it's not a bad idea. That is not a bad idea at all. Okay, yeah, I thought so. So this just turns us back to where we were. And unfortunately, we have to fight through all this stuff again. How do I get to that other one? Man, I'm kind of lost. I'm not lost, like I know where I'm going, but still. Boo. Oop. Don't feel like actually attacking these guys with all of my magic, so... I've done things before, like, back before I had these headphones. So these headphones are kind of cool, right? These headphones have two different channels, sound channels. You can have one for, like a game channel and one for a chat channel, and you can adjust the sound between the two of them, which is freaking amazing, by the way. Well, before I had that as an option, I have a monitor cord or something on my microphone, and I would plug in earbuds to that or something like that, and then I would have actual headphones that I'd wear on top of those and use that to distinguish the two. And it was actually a really cool way of being able to do a monitor system and listen to one thing while I was listening to another. I know that may not make a lot of sense, but yeah, totally worth it. Yeah, we're gonna bypass this guy since we've already fought him, damn it. Okay, never mind. You know what? Do we not have charm? All these things that I wish we had, but... Okay. Let's kill this guy. But yeah, those are the sort of things that, like, I used to do, and you kind of find little weird ways of doing things, right? Depending on what you have going on in your life at the time. I know that if I ever get back into doing more music and stuff, music production, I'll probably do whatever I can to make that sort of thing work. I say music production. I didn't ever really do music production, but I would love to have. Why you gotta be like this? Do the thing. I'm trying to do the thing. I would love to do it, but it's just not possible right now. Not in this house. It is one of the reasons why we want to get our own place. Although I did find, I found a, what is it called? It's basically like a little miniature keyboard. I think it has like 15 keys on it. It's a bit enough for like 1 octave plus some of the, no, it's like 13 keys. No, it's 25 keys. I just keep on making up numbers. One of these days I'll get it right. I want to say it's 25 keys. It's 2 octaves, and it has all the black keys for it. Basically a piano, right? And you can hook it up to your... you can hook it up to your computer through USB and use it inside of DAWs. If you don't know what a DAW is, DAW stands for Digital Audio Workspace? Work Area. I'm gonna be stupid now and not remember. But it's basically what a lot of sound producers do to be able to control like different tracks and whatnot. That's what I want to do. Whenever I finally get to the point where I can get all that stuff set up, I would love to do streams and stuff of it. We could just have a fun time and do random BS things. Have like one Saturday out of a month where we just sit down and make music and do stupid loops and stuff like that.
What's this? Could those apes have made something this advanced? Azela! Ah, the apes have arrived. You're nothing like Ayla. Tell me what this is at once.
Tell Azela, no. You don't deserve to know.
I guess you need some motivation. Come, Nisbel.
Nisbel. I always call it Nisbel. Look, we have a rhino. Nope, it's Triceratops rhino thing. Alright. Power decreases when shocked. Defense power decreases when shocked. Very important. But yeah, I want to do more stuff with music on stream. Hell, I minored in this stupid thing. I might as well, right? But yeah, I minored in music in college. majored in computer science. The goal was to be able to program music for computer games and such like that. And now you see where that's gotten me. Corporate tool, writing computer programs to make somebody else rich. I mean, I guess I would have done that anyway, but... yeah, but still... True. But I would love to go back to it. There are a few, like, composers that I have followed, and they got their start by just writing random music and whatnot. I say composers, like video game composers. Like, they write music for video games. They are doing my job that I want to do, right, like, in life. They got their start basically just writing music on their own, not having any kind of formal education, and making some cool stuff happen. And that's where I want to end up going one of these days. Okay, we'll heal Marley. I'm gonna take this a little bit different this time around. Because I know he will be attacking here soon. Yeah. Try to be a little bit smarter. Okay. Because it looks like we have just enough time to get in, like, heals to everybody. But yeah, I always enjoy doing it. I've done some just, I would say, just fucking around on the computer on some of the digital audio workspaces. Oh, hello, we win. Yay. I've done a little bit of that in the past, but nothing really too crazy. Nothing beyond, like, a 30-second music clip or something, and some of it not even like original. It would just be taking a loop that already existed and maybe adding in a bass line just to make sure that I could still do that kind of stuff. I still had an ear for it.
Nah, the apes, they be nice, man. Give thing back Chrono now. But remember, we reptiles will rule the world. Your days are numbered. Is the gate key okay?
Yes.
Thank goodness it looks alright.
Should have brought Luca. She could have told us right away.
I fight any time, Ayla no lose.
I don't have a good name for her. And I fight anytime. I no lose. Burp. Yes. I love it. The assertion of dominance with a burp.
You leave, Chrono? No fun for Ayla. Thanks, Ayla. We learned a lot from you.
Holla to you too, Isamburis. I'm sorry, I just can't shout you out. Well, good morning, sir. Happy almost 5 a.m. How are you doing? How are things over there in Central Europe? And yes, definitely good morning and hola. Hola, not hola. I was trying to you've got me all messed up. Stop it. Thanks, we learned a lot. Yeah, we did. We learned that there's redstones. Sorry, Chrono. I try be strong now, just like Chrono. Come again, Chrono. Party, eat, dance, fight, fun. Lots of good things. Okay, yeah, sure, whatever. Oh, yes. Yes, we come back. We come back long time. Thank you for the good evening. A happy Friday. For sure. Yay. We are just chilling tonight. I hope you are having a lot of cool things ready to go. Actually, you can answer this. This is a good Isenberg's question. Am I gonna mess you up still after all this time? Like, yeah, it's been a while. Like 48 hours since my last stream. Yeah. What's it like in the future? That's a good question. You know, it was really sad. I don't remember what day it was exactly, but they made a really big to-do about it on like one of the nerd media sites or whatever, that we have passed up, or we are about to pass up, the date in which in Back to the Future 2, Doc Brown and Marty McFly travel to get back to the future. And I want my damn flying cars. I think we've already passed whatever that date was. I want my damn flying cars, okay? And yet, here we are. We already did. Was it in 2015? Truly. I thought it was in like 2022. But still, I want my damn flying cars. I don't care. I don't remember what day it was. I want a holodeck like on Star Trek. I'll take that too. I'll take a society like that of the Federation in Star Trek, where you're rewarded based on the merits of the work that you do, and not, you know, based on whatever your employer decides that you're worth. Yeah. Goodness. They were off by a year on the Cubs winning the series. Really? I don't pay attention. You have friends that are Cubs fans? We have friends that are Cardinals fans. That's about all I'm gonna say about that. They're Cardinals fans. It really has nothing to do with anything, but yeah. Dang it, I got sidetracked. My thought like just derailed. The train is off. It's gone. Or being the main character in a video game. Dude, that would be freaking awesome. Can you imagine, like, actual VR? Instead of having, like, VR as we know it today, have actual VR as a holodeck experience. That would be cool as hell. I mean, that's basically what it was, right? Star Trek thought of VR a long time ago. I grew up in St. Louis. I am required to be one. Not this game. No, you don't want to have this game. Too many pixels. Also, don't want to run anything. Woo, Red Sox. Boston. Did you know that I've actually been to Fenway Park in Boston? It was a very, very interesting time. I assume it still exists, but I was also quite a bit younger. Wait, what? Hate Red Sox? Hate Fenway? Hate Boston? Wait, what? Would not want to be the main character in this game. For purposes, we're not going to say I agree with you. Let me guess. If I've learned anything over the last stream, you would want to be Luca. The silent protagonist syndrome. When I went through Boston on Greyhound, moving to Maze, I went through Boston open fucking. Oh, really? Ooh. Ugh. I'm sorry. We stayed in a hotel right across the stadium. The stadium itself was amazing. I'm sorry that you don't like it, but it truly was a cool stadium. It was really an experience to go there to see something so old. I've also been to Shea Stadium in New York. I've been to Yankee Stadium in New York. I've been to Ranger Stadium in Dallas. I have been to Astro Dome in Houston. I had an aunt and uncle that really liked baseball, so we went around to whatever town they were living in. We would be there. I was so mad too. If I had known, I would have tried to get shit seats to say I was there. We had, so if you know anything about Fenway Park, if you look in the outfield, they have something they call the Big Green Monster, or the Green Monster. It's basically, it's I think it's, I never remember, I think it's left field? Where the scoreboard is, it's just one big giant wall, and it's hitting a home run out of the park on that side is extremely difficult. Extremely. And we sat right next to where that scoreboard was. It was quite amazing. Saw some really cool stuff. Good thing it wasn't one in 2004. Yeah, no, I know 2004. That's a day you didn't want to be in Boston either. Yeah. Oh shit, where am I going? I'm going to Medina Village. I was 14. I was in college. 2004 was a junior in college? Yeah, something like that. Yeah. 18. Yeah, that's, I mean, that's not too far off. I was 2004, I would have been 20. At that time, I think I was 21. So, yeah. Sounds about right. 22-ish. Birthday's at the end of the year. Because the Boston Marathon was not at the end of the year. It was not in December.
You found some dreamstone. Then I'll repair the Masamune. How on earth did you get the Masamune? And the Dreamstone? Wait, no, don't tell me. I don't think my heart could take it. Oh, it'll take a little while to fix this.
So, fun fact, I think if you have Robo in your party and you don't have Luca, he'll ask Robo to help, I believe. Do you know who they played that year? They put you. Wait. Hold on. I wouldn't have been on. Wait. I'm so lost in the conversation. What are we talking about? They beat my cards. When was the Boston Marathon bombing? Was that 2004? Is that what we're talking about? Am I missing something? Like, are my dates that bad off? I thought that was while I was in college. Or were we talking baseball? I just know teams and how the games are played. Alright. Red Sox beat the Cardinals in 2004. Oh. Well, I mean, okay. To repair the Masamune.
Wait, to repair the Masamune, we must process the Dreamstone and activate the sword. You work on the Dreamstone and I'll work on the sword.
The marathon thing was 2013? I didn't think so. I thought it was, like, a little bit older than that, but look, here's the thing. After college, everything kind of drifts together. Yeah. All things. They broke the curse of the Bambino. Yeah. Well, I'm sorry that your team lost. To let you know, they beat, because my uncle, who brought me to the to Fenway, was a big Texas Rangers fan, and his Texas Rangers fan lost that night too. So you're in good company. I've got no really. I live in Arkansas. We don't have a team except for like the Travelers, which isn't even major league. It's not even like I think it's like minor league. It's smaller. It's like micro league. Okay, it's not even minor league. And the Arkansas Travelers, like it's not even worth going to their baseball games. So I have no allegiance to any baseball team, really. Is it minor league is good baseball though? It is. I mean, look, don't get me wrong. I still enjoy going to. I still enjoy getting to go to the stadium. All right. There is something about watching a live baseball game that is such a fun experience. Live any game, right? Whether you're, whatever you're at. Like basketball on TV, boring. Basketball in light, like IRL, you can make fun of the players, tell them don't bleed on the floor, whatever. Yeah, that's way more fun. But like, no. Columbus has a minor league. Ohio in general has 2 major league ones. You have, I want to say Buckeyes, but yeah, but I don't remember. Nope, that's You never saw Arkin? Of course you didn't, Easton Burris. It's because you sass it. You sassed Arkins. Buckeyes in hand is hand. I don't know who these people are. Look, I know a handful, okay? Sports on TV are ridiculous. You know what? I could probably. Do you know the one sport that I would be interested to know if it's more fun to watch in person than on TV? Golf. I want to know if golf is more interesting to watch in person, because that used to be like when I was a kid and I would be at home sick and I couldn't get to sleep and I would be like middle of the day or something. You turn on the TV, you stick it on golf, and that was the best way to nap. Like, period. You could sleep through anything as long as golf was on there, because you always had the announcer guy who was so freaking calm. He's like, all right, he's gonna take the shot. Yes, it's a nice long, looks like it's going to be a good 200 yards down the fairway. All right, 2 bounces, is very good. All right, it stays out of the rough. Okay, now a word from our sponsor. And you're like, ah! Use Bob Ross. Bob Ross is a good one too. Can confirm it's more boring in person. I think the only way golf is interesting is if you're actually playing it yourself. Like, in actually getting out and moving with it. Otherwise, yeah. I was so miffed. I lived in Texas, and the closest... Oh, shoot. Don't drop my controller. It's already in a bad enough state. Oh, God. I lost where I was. Okay. Closest minor league team stopped playing the Springfield Cardinals in 2020. Wait, you live in Texas? I thought you said you lived in Spring. I'm confused. My fuzzly brain is not working. You're from St. Louis. I thought you lived in Springfield, Missouri. Okay. Try not to shoot many of those. I got it. You lived in Springfield, Missouri. It's like, try not to shoot too many of those over my head. The green screen behind me will crack and fall, okay? See, Ethan, not to insult you, but I never would nowadays travel to the US. I wouldn't either, just to let you know. Snooker is interesting though, and curling was Snooker is interesting. So is curling. The Simpsons. You know what? I wonder how many times somebody from Springfield has heard that joke. Moved to Texas because a significant other is a grad student down here. Ah, cool. Nothing wrong with that. We've got family in Texas. Technically I have family in Missouri. I've got family, or I used to have family that lived in Connecticut. I used to have family that lived in Pittsburgh, or not Pittsburgh, in Finleyville, which is outside of Pittsburgh, in Pennsylvania. I'm pretty sure I still have family alive in Ohio. I'm pretty sure that I have some relatives that are on the West Coast. Yeah, and I think I actually have some like step family kind of things happening there's no telling. It was no joke. Melody came to my mind suddenly for some reason. Okay, that's fair, Ethan Burris. Curling is an interesting sport. Okay, I'm just gonna advance this stuff. We can talk. We can let the game do its own thing. Only sport I watch on TVs nowadays is swimming during the Summer Olympics. I'm telling you, curling is amazing to watch because, like, I don't there's two sports that I really enjoy watching on TV. Number one, curling, because it looks so funny watching these guys go down a big long ice lane with broomsticks trying to make this little hockey puck looking thing go in a certain place. It's just amusing, and there's something really cool about it. The other thing, rugby. If you haven't ever watched rugby and you don't know anything about rugby, it is the perfect sport to watch because you'll be sitting there going, what the fuck is happening the entire time? It's like, I don't know what this is. I don't know what's happening. There's some guys out there and one of them's dressed differently than the others on the team, and something just happened to him, and the ball, what happened to the ball? It's gone. And did somebody win? How did we score a point? Who happened? What happened? Perfect game. It's fun to watch while stoned out of your mind. I like Connecticut's pretty up there. I can't hate a state with abbreviation of CT. That's true. That's funny. That's true. Little hockey puck looking thing. It looks like a hockey puck. It is a polished piece of granite, but they're moving it across the thing like a hockey puck. Come on now. Listen, we're American. We don't know better. We're just dumb. Okay. We don't know these things. We're dumb. Okay. We got special things. We like our American truck thingies with the fireworks and the knives and the guns and the other things. Trust me, I know these. I got my sister aunt. She told me all about it. Ice skating is amazing to watch. Ice skating is kind of cool to watch. I look at them and I feel sorry for myself because I'm pretty sure if I had gotten out on the ice and done any of the shit that they're doing, I would probably break my neck. Soon we'll be reaching the thing that has driven me crazy for 25 years. Really? I'm interested to hear what this is. Alright, sorry to keep you waiting. It's definitely not the handing off of the sword because, yeah. Take a good look. This is the maximum. Even trying to stand up on. Believe it or not, here in Central Arkansas, we have a ice stadium, and it is actually not too bad. And I have, despite the fact that I have rolled my ankles all through my life because tall and heavy and clumsy, I have been able to actually ice skate, so flashback sequencey thing, really awesome. What a weapon. Alright, I think that's everything. Let's go. Okay, Chrono, take the Bassoon. Oh, I know which one you're talking about. I'm kind of interested to know why it drives you crazy, though. I know which flashback you're talking about. I can't even stand up on roller skates, let alone strapping knives to my feet. I can stand on roller skates, but I have never tried inline skates. That's always been a big fear. Like, can I do that? Can I make it happen? Yeah. I don't have to save. Well, you know what? I'm going to tell you one of the things that drove me crazy. I want to go... Shit, where do I want to go? Not there. It was here. I'm better on inline skates and say I know so many people like that. At one point I knew how to walk in heels. Fair, valid. I will say this, so we're coming up on a point in the game, I never even realized it was a thing until it was a thing. So our characters, they've gone through the process to get magic. It's a thing. Hey, welcome. I'm going to guess Judy? Jude? Howdy. Welcome. It's nice to meet you. Welcome in. We're just having some friendly conversations about both the finer and lesser points of Chrono Jude. Yay! Okay, I gotcha. The finer and lesser points, of which we don't have many lesser points, I'm sure. Like to be so, and I'm sure if you have that, you get a whole bunch of people. If you're going to introduce it like that, then you get a lot of people who probably make meaning of that or whatever, and I'm not going to. Awesome song though. Do like it. Do enjoy the Beatles. I grew up. My one of my aunts was really big into the Beatles, like really big, and that was always something she had playing on. Not specifically Hey Jude or the White Album. Well, she liked the White Album a lot. But just in general, she always had like something from the Beatles on. That or Three Stooges, because why not? While I did stand on ice skates as a kid sometimes, I would be able to use them right now. Don't talk to me about dry land skates or rolling boards. Rolling boards? We call them skateboards here, sir. I've got legs to walk. If I want to roll, I'll take my car. Oh no. Notice I didn't say hey. Okay, I got you. Well, I didn't go into the song. Love Three Stooges. I enjoyed the heck out of Three Stooges as a kid. I haven't had much of a chance to watch them as an adult, so I don't know if I grew out of it or what. And it's been so long I couldn't tell you which one, if I was a Shimp, Curly, or Joe guy. Curly for sure, but I couldn't tell you which one I enjoyed more, Shimp or Joe. Alright. 'Tis thee again. So one infuriating detail. Let's see if we can figure out what the infuriating detail is that Seraphim does not like. My favorite is looking for the fake shimp. Oh yeah, because that was, I don't remember when, but I do remember that was a thing. Yeah. Yes. It's not they don't like it. Oh, okay, it's just a detail. Been rewatching Addams Family, really? That's an old show too. Assuming you're watching the no, that was original. Yeah, I assume the black and white version. I don't know if there was ever another version. You never know. TV shows these days, TV producers try to reboot so much crap. Tis thee again. Just drives me crazy because there is no freaking explanation. Really? Now I'm really curious as to what it is, or if it's just something that like we infer as players. What is the name of the other comedy trio of brothers besides the Three Stooges? Oh, that's a good question. Marx Brothers? You mean the new Rob Zombie The Munsters that we don't need? Look, it's not just that. There have been other TV shows that should not have been remade that they have done. Let's see. Gomez and Morticia are the relationship I aspire to. I don't remember what it was. We were watching because my daughter wanted to watch. I guess one of the kids at school or something like that brought up Addams Family, and maybe it was the cartoon version that they came out with not long ago or something. And so we were trolling either the internet or Netflix or something and watching the old TV shows, and it was amazing like how some of the stuff back then, like I don't remember if it applied to today's world or if it was extremely backwards, but it was really neat. He cast his wife again. Wait. Rob Zombie just needs to make slasher movies. He casts his wife and everything. I don't watch enough Rob Zombie apparently, because I have no clue. I love the Adam Family too. They have such a nice, healthy family relationship. But they kind of do, honestly, don't they? Like they stick together. And shoot, I remember. I think it was one of the episodes, and it had to be like on one of the originals, where Gomez is like, "Can you believe these people? They're trying to turn us against our daughter, or us against our son," and things like that. Cartoon versions are okay. It's just the new live action crap is killing me. That's another thing. Like, it's amazing to see like all these. I wouldn't say it's killing me, but it's amazing to see all of these like these things that used to be like cartoon movies or whatever from our childhood becoming live action. Like that, I think it's neat, but it's also in the same aspect. It's got weird undertones to it because like you had this idea of like this is how my characters are supposed to be because this is how I grew up with them, you know. Snow White was this cute little kid, and she was super sweet with all these dwarves. Why is she punk dressing? Dressed like some kind of punk, and the dwarves are all like foul mouthed. Well, it's because it's probably more realistic, but it's. Oh, by the way, I have no clue. Is there an actual Snow White movie? Live action? Because I have no clue. I'm just throwing that out there because I'm trying to pick something neutral. It's like Tim Burton casting his wife and Johnny Depp and everything. It's like Johnny Depp being in a movie with what's her face, Helena Bonham Carter all the time. Uh, Rob Zombie should stick to music. Yeah, that's fair. Like I didn't know he had movies. I knew he had music. There's 8 Snow White movies. How many of them are not animated? I'm convinced it's just one big ass conspiracy for Burton to convince his wife and Deb to a threesome. Oh no. Oh god, no. They're making a prequel movie to the live act. Why though? What is it going to be called? Mufasa? 7. 7 Snow White movies? Oh, wait, 7 of the 8 are animated? Oh god, no. That's horrible. Why would you do that? Now, we'll say this. It is live action, but it is not based necessarily on, I don't know, it may be based on some of the, okay, hold on a second. Can I pause this cutscene? Because I want to, I think I did. Okay, I can't pause it, so we'll watch through this. Not animated. Wow. Okay, I can just leave it here. It's got good music, so we can talk to this. Like, okay, so we were watching, and it's an older, it was a mini-series, okay? Mini-series. How old is that? Brothers Grimm? No. It was a mini-series called The 10th Kingdom, and they took, like, this girl who's supposedly a daughter of someone who was the successor of the evil witch from Snow White, and or something like that, and it's just a really interesting storyline. They got, like, everybody's got their own kingdom. Cinderella had her own kingdom, Snow White had her own kingdom, the goblins or whatever had their own kingdom, or trolls had their own kingdom. All these, like, different people had their different kingdoms that they lived in, and it was a really nice way of, like, they added in some cool fantasy elements and things like that. I want to say it was starred Jean Lorette. Is that right? I'd have to look it up. But, like, it's such a fun movie, and they have the big bad wolf in there. They've got, like, these different characters from all the, like, storybooks that we... Larroquette. Yes, Larroquette. Oh my god, just shoot me now. Yes, thank you. Thank you. I think Snow White was in Once Upon a Time too. Yeah, okay, yeah, so there was that too. And I don't want to even go into Once Upon a Time, because that show was weird. That show, they just kept on, I feel like they kept on trying to toss stuff at it to revive it. Like, oh, okay, well, we got things in here, we showed a different side of the story, so... oh, let's try another season. Who can we introduce and, like, twist up their world and have them be somebody else? Listen, I liked Once Upon a Time until it got to, like, the 4th or 5th season, and then it kind of just got, like... I got super overwhelmed by it, and I couldn't follow it anymore. Don't forget all the erotic versions of Snow White. Ethan Burris, I don't follow the same circles that you do. I'm not into that. At all. Sorry. I don't know of what you speak. Oh man. Alright. Cyrus, are you leaving? Yes, it is time we took back the meadow from the Frog King, and I'd like to see that mythical sword for myself. I love the concept of Once Upon a Time, because I feel like more things should have the concept of... yeah! See, I like the concept of it, but again, it kind of got stale to me. I don't know why. It just did. I think it was like somewhere... and I want to say it was past like the 2nd or 3rd season, and it felt like the show had no direction. And it was just adding more stuff in, so... Um, I don't follow it, but we made fun of it as kids. Wait, what did you make fun? Oh, the erotic stuff. Didn't we all make fun of the erotic stuff whenever we were kids? I mean, then we all became adults and we went, that might not be a bad idea. I'm just kidding. Disney basically stole every story from copyright-free stories. Snow White was old. Yeah, Lion King was basically Hamlet. I never even thought about that. Of the stories. Yeah, that is true. I did know that Disney took a lot of the things, like the original version of The Little Mermaid. I believe Ariel, or the mermaid, turned into sea foam and like off in the sea. There was no happy ending. Shoot, almost all of those storybooks that it's based on were all like not happy endings. If there was, if there was an ending at all, it was always terrible. Was it Cinderella? Look, Cinderella in general, like the Disney version of it, is so more tame than the stuff that goes on in the actual story. And for that, all you have to think about is basically the stepsisters cut off bits and pieces of their foot so that they could try to stick it into the glass slipper. Let's just leave it at that. It's an old story from Norway. I wish they would do a full series of Chronicles of Prydain. I'm not familiar with that. Okay, Draco. I wrote a novella once where I made Beauty and the Beast into a dramatic as hell queer literary tale of a gay man dealing with his life stuck between how society sees him versus... Now that is a cool idea. That's... yeah. There's so much that people can do with reworking that stuff. Yeah, no, that is actually really cool, and I'm kind of interested in reading that now. Stop this, Draco. I've been trying to swear off books I've been addicted for years now, okay? Don't let me relapse. I did The Black Cauldron, which was actually more based off Book of Three. Why do I know that name? Black Cauldron. Just level out Goku already, I'm gone. No. It's Cyrus, it's not Goku. But Cyrus, the kingdom needs you. And Lena and I need you. You must return to us. As long as there is life in these bones, I shall return. Okay, yeah, by your leave. By your leave. I've screwed up all voice acting in this. Lloyd Alexander wrote the books. Again, name is so freaking familiar, but I can't place it. Black Cauldron sounds so familiar. And I don't know why. Black Cauldron nearly bankrupted Disney. That might be why then, because I think I remember something. I do remember a movie. I'll see if I can find it. It might have died in a hard drive crash. No, that's not fun. Not sure where Cinderella originated from, but the old fairy tales from Grimm were very graphic. Yeah, well, they were very grim. Haha, haha. You see what I did there? Ha. It was dark. If it's what I think it is, it wasn't too bad. Do you know the same dude who did Dragon Ball as a producer in Chrono Trigger? Yeah, just look at the cover art, man. It's obvious. It's look at Luca. So yes, I did know that, which is amazing actually. And I know a lot of people who really love Dragon Ball that they either don't know that about Chrono Trigger or they just dog Chrono Trigger because they don't because they say it looks like they're trying to rip off Dragon Ball. Really? You don't say. Tell me more. Tell me more. For Disney, it was. Look, Disney could do with a little less PG, okay? Just saying. Disney needs a little less. I guess they've got PG-13 now that they own Avengers and such. Still. Alright, let's get the story moving. We have to see the excruciating detail here. People weren't ready for it at the time. Yeah, I mean, everybody at Disney, they wanted something happy and feely. So, a guy who made Dragon Ball is ripping off Dragon Ball. Exactly. You got it, Jude, man. They totally ripped off Dragon Ball to make these Dragon Ball-like characters because they owned it first. Look, it's an art style, right? I get it. And they happen to hire the... Yeah, still. I can't even. One thing they were always good at Disney is how to draw sexy characters for the kids. Have you ever gone back? Oh my god, we were... Have you ever gone back and looked at Disney movies from, like, your childhood that you didn't even think about? Like, you watched it as a kid. Like, we were watching Dumbo. We were watching Dumbo with my daughter, and the way that they depicted some of the characters in the circus was horrid. In today's society, like, Disney would be completely shunned. The way they depicted Native Americans in Peter Pan, horrid. Okay? Like, some things did not age well. You understand at the time they were using stereotypes and everything, but still. Yeah. What was this? Lady Marian from Disney Robin Hood? I still wouldn't kick her out. Okay, yeah, Lady Marian. You're talking about the Foxy lady, okay? She's Foxy. She deserves to stick around. Favorite was always the Sword in the Stone. You know what I liked about Sword of the Stone? Is I never understood what it was until, like, I was much older. There's a reason they have a disclaimer on. My daughter doesn't even want to watch them on Disney Plus, okay? At all. I didn't even realize that there's a disclaimer on those. She's like, Dad, it's not Frozen, or it's not what's her new obsession? It's not Moana. It's not whatever. Actually, she's more into Netflix right now. She loves How to Train Your Dragon, which makes me super powered. Oh, Encanto. Actually, she hasn't asked to watch Encanto for a while. She hasn't wanted to watch a lot of Disney for a while. Actually, no, I take it back. She likes Zootopia. She likes Zootopia. That's the big one for her right now. Oh, the kids are losing their mind. Dude, I walked into her daycare the other day, and one of the kids in there started singing the We Don't Talk About Bruno, and I was like, "Why are you talking about him? Shut up, little kid." And he said something like really nasty. By the way, children suck, okay? Maybe not your own kids, but like other kids, they suck. They're rude, they're mean, they say things they don't mean to, or they say things and they do mean to, and they mean it to hurt, and they mean to be little jerks. Children suck. And this little kid said something to me, and I wanted to look at him, flip him off in the face, and say, "Fuck off, you little child, you little bastard. You know what? Your mother's ugly, and your father smells like shit." I wanted to look at him. I couldn't do it because I was in the daycare and I wanted to bring my daughter back the next day. But, like, still. Like, kids. Your own kids suck sometimes too, dude. My daughter is in that age where she is going through all of those let's test boundaries. Ooh. Your mother is a hamster and your father smelled a failed. But see, they wouldn't get that. I guess it'd be okay. But I finally turned to him and I said something that was like, that it would work. Oh goodness, I see lyrics. Let's see, The Muppets, it was never a kids show, it was an adult show and kids were allowed to watch. Honestly, if you look back at a lot of shows from back in the day, there was that whole dual level thing going on. Where it was funny on different levels for different people. That's the point. Okay. Robin Hood and Little John walking through the forest, laughing back and forth at what the other has to say, reminiscing this and that, and having such a good time. Oodalali, oodalali, oodalali day. Golly, what a day. Wow, I messed that one up. Yeah, the Robin Hood. Robin Hood's probably one of my favorites of the old school. I don't know what it is. The story of Robin Hood in general kind of was always a favorite. I'm not going to sing any more of that, though. You get one. It's partly because I was reading faster than I could, or I was reading slower than I could sing, so I was like, shit, I gotta remember the lyrics on my own. Alright, Knights of the Square Table, let's go. Listen well, my friends. Disney version is your fave. Dude, I grew up watching the Disney version, like, once... No, Sword in the Stone we could never find, but I grew up watching the Disney version of Robin Hood, loved it, and then later as I got older, I was watching the Kevin Costner version of Robin Hood, and that was freaking awesome too. Not to mention that Robin Hood also led to Hamster Dance. Yes, it did. And Hamster Dance led to a lawsuit. Don't do what they did. That song? Okay, sorry. I had to. I love the movie, yeah. I had Disney's Robin Hood as a listening book on album. Really? I don't think we had it. I didn't have listening books, okay? Either my mother was too broke to buy them, or she would rather read to me, which was also probably probably both, honestly. Yeah. Okay, pardon the delay. Shall we be off? Yes. Let's go. Glenn, you be careful too. Mel Brooks' version of Robin Hood is better than the can. Look, there is a reason why I have that version on my well, it's not on my shelf, it's all packed up. But it's the reason why I have that version and I don't have the Prince of Thieves version with Kevin Costner. Although the lines where you've got Alan Rickman saying, "I'll carve his heart out with a spoon." But why a spoon, cousin? 'Cause it'll hurt more, you twit. Oh my god, man, that was just, like, pure gold. Of course, then you have to follow it up with, was it Dave Chappelle? Never mind. Okay, we're good. Never mind. I'm just gonna stop there. Listening books for kids are big in Germany. I had several series on compact cassette tape. So, Ethan Burris, anybody who's like under the age of, I don't know, whatever, probably don't even know what a cassette tape is. It's dull, you'd wait, it'll hurt more. That's what it is. Oh, man. Rickman is the only reason why you watch Prince of Thieves. Rickman was amazing. It's such a shame to lose him as a talent in the movie world. Kevin Costner, they did have Morgan Freeman, which there was some pretty interesting stuff there too. I remember, like, see, Prince of Thieves was a little bit more safe for a kid to watch in my generation, from my household, than Men in Tights. For many reasons. And so, yeah. Like, I could watch Prince of Thieves all day long. I couldn't necessarily watch Men in Tights all that often, because Sheltered Home and things like that. Rickman is the only reason I watched a lot of movies. His voice, he does have a good voice. Alright. Dad's best friend's dad was a huge Mel Brooks fan. My grandfather loved Mel Brooks. There behind the text box, the girl. Ah, yeah, no, they never do talk about this person and why they're there. That looks like well, I mean, they're reused sprites, right? I just assumed that they were saving the girl from the king. Like, I never really, I mean, I get it, it's just a generic girl. It's Fiona, okay, it's Fiona from Fiona's Villa. Oh, goodness. It was a Buena Vista production, which was underneath the Disney umbrella. Yeah. Let's see. The fact that it has a lovely singing voice is what made me watch Sweeney Todd movie. Yes, dude. Sweeney, it wasn't just that. It was Sweeney Todd. The reason why I watched Sweeney Todd was, number one, Alan Rickman singing. Number two, Johnny Depp singing. Like, what the hell? Because I had no clue. Yeah. Then number three, everybody else was talking about it, and I was like, what the hell? Why? And then I think I watched a video of the original, like, where they cast like Angela Lansbury, and that was pretty amazing too. What was it? There's oh goodness, I'm trying to remember. I don't know. I really like the fact that, and I think was it Disney who's been going around like remaking a lot of these Sondheim? Sondheim? Is that right? Stephen Sondheim? I can never pronounce the name right. I know it when I see it, but yeah. They kept on redoing their stuff, like Into the Woods they redid with James Corden, and yeah. Anna Kendrick, is that right? If you think you say something, if they were rescuing, yeah. I don't know why. Again, maybe they just ran across. Maybe she's a plant. It is a big plot hole. Never watched Sweeney Todd. Reason: too much singing, not my taste in movies. But they have the best pies in London. Anna Kendrick is a sweetie. See, I like musicals, okay? It's called being well-rounded. I may not know everybody who stars in them. I may not know everything that goes on about them. I may not know all the songs or lyrics, but I do enjoy a good musical. Right now, probably, and I've been trying to get my daughter in on them too. I think the one that I'm really proud about right now with her is Something Rotten. I can't go too risque because she's only 9, but like, I love playing the soundtrack to Something Rotten for her, and she just absolutely eats it up. There's a few songs I have to skip because of content, but otherwise, yeah. Somewhere in a sketchbook, I have a little sketch of Mrs. Potts from Beauty and the Beast making a pie out of Gaston. Yes! Oh, that's great, Draco. Shit. Oh, well. I'm well-rounded, too. My diet works well. I'm getting less well-rounded. Does that count? Eh? They're not the best pies in London. They're the most delicious pies in London. Fine. Quit being so exact. I'm gonna have to listen to this thing. It's been forever. It's been too long. I think it's been probably a good year or two since I've listened to it. Look, when you have a kid, you do certain things, and you do certain things to your Spotify filters, and it keeps a lot of things out of it. Just so that if she happens to like crawl onto your phone and hit play, it doesn't accidentally go to a song like Break Stuff from Limp Bizkit. Instead, it sticks to something a little bit more, you know, butterflies and flowers. So, yeah. Otherwise, I would have a lot more risque things for her. Since then, I've gotten a little bit smart, and I started making a playlist for her that's just infinitely long of things like Disney themes and whatever, and we can stick it on that on random, like Disney and like acapella groups and stuff like that. So something better. Like Metallica. That's oh, it's funny you bring that up. Oh my goodness, somebody clued me in today on they put the lyrics of Metallica through an AI image generator, and they like recorded everything for it, and it is freaking amazing. They did the Enter Sandman, and oh my goodness, I shared it earlier. Hold on a second, let's see if I can find it. Like holy crap, it was amazing. But like, here, this is the video. Meanwhile, my nephew will close my Spotify to open YouTube's about animatronics violently murdering. Oh, it's a Five Nights at Freddy's guy. How nice. How nice of him. I want to do this without getting like. Yes, go to YouTube real quick. I'm gonna kill my stream because I'm gonna try loading this in. But I want to take like a... Well, first off, don't play the Nissan commercial. But I want to see if I can pull up like some of the stuff that they had in here. Because it's pretty freaking amazing. Let's see, I want to do this. Okay, I'm gonna do some screen magic here, right? Please work. Please work. Dang it, I can't get it to work. Oh well. They had some really cool pictures from this that, like, they used, again, it was AI generated pictures to create backgrounds from the Inner Sandman, from the lyrics, and some of the stuff that they came up with was just amazing, and it so fits, and it, like, the style even fits the song, it fits the fact that it's metal. I mean, it fits everything. Disney playlist, like song of the... I can't even with you, sir. Lately, he's got on a Poppy's Playtime kick, and the backrooms. My daughter's been getting into, was it Snuggy Wuggy, I think? Ugh, it's like, she complains, like, if anything mentions the word ghosts or undead or whatever, she's like, oh my god, that's too scary, I can't. But she's going to want to watch these things with the big old blue smiling monster with pointy teeth that wants to hug you to death. Kids are weird. Kids are so freaking weird. Let me close this back down since it's not going to play nice. Alright, okay, so, sorry, back to game so I can run at least through that. Oh, Huggy Wuggy. Yeah. And it's from Poppy's Playtime. Yeah, okay, there you go. Sandy can't take much more of this weird game. Our genre of horror seems designated and designed to draw in the neurodivergent kids. Yeah, I don't get it. Wait, too far, only heard about it. Eastern bursts I can never tell with you, okay? Let's call it a cultural difference. Period. Instead, let's look at this. Right here. Prepare yourself, Pollywog! On guard! I'm just... Sorry, I have to change the subject, kinda. I get it because it's bright and colorful and it's like crack. Yeah. And adults too, but... Alright, we got the frog medal. Also find it interesting... I find it interesting that we get the hero medal from the Frog King, and it is eventually given to Frog. I know that Magus cursed Glenn as part of this, but I wonder if he cursed Glenn knowing that Glenn would turn into a frog, and he did it because the medal came from the Frog King, or what? There's like so many things that have questions about, like, any of that stuff. Like, period. Nirvana Strike is it's an album you've never heard of, and he put them in the heart-shaped box, sir. It's got the same effect on me, but my nephew's stems drive me nuts, so I get annoyed. You know what? I find that to be a very true statement, too. I want to know why he just didn't curse the both of them. Didn't he kill Cyrus, though, as part of it? I mean, I want to know why he decided to spare Glenn and, like, completely destroy Cyrus. I guess he figured that Glenn was too much of a... What was he called? What did Cyrus call him? A cream puff or something like that? He did? Yeah. Don't even get me started on Barney and Friends. There is no such thing as a friendly dinosaur. A marshmallow, that's what it was. I call everything in this game a cream puff, so it's all fine. The sword, the Masamune. This, okay, here's one that I don't get. Okay. Or maybe... Ooh, I never even thought about this. When you get to Massa and Moon earlier in this area, I assume that this is the mountains of wherever. Starts with a D. Fuck my brain. Not Denver though. Gennaro? No, that's something else. That's a Robert. Regardless, when you find Massa and Moon, they say that the only person who had made it this far is Cyrus, right? And so I guess, Dinodoro, yeah. Thank you. Dinero, you know. It's the Robert Mountain. Whoopsie. So you pick it, or sorry, brain. Point of fact is pronounced Masamuna. Okay, We had this discussion. We had this discussion last time. Seraphim and I had this discussion. Number one, it doesn't matter what the fuck you call it. But, in this sense, it is not a Japanese sword, so you don't have to call it Masamune. It is not. It's completely different. Did I say an A or a D? Isamburis, I don't... Thank you for the quote, but I'm not sure about the validity of that one. But yes, I know what you're saying. Just like her name is supposed to be pronounced Marl, but I'll call her Marley all day, and I don't give a fuck, okay? And we've had this discussion too. Like, as a kid, Japanese dudes program this, and they used a name like Chrono in Frog. That's not Japanese, that's Chrono in Frog. It's a legendary sword. You can't have a legendary sword called Masamune. It's got no... Look, if that was the case... Marley, or Marl, as it's spelled in the Japanese text, when translated, would have become Marla, because of the E on the end. Or maybe, just maybe, maybe I'm part German and I see that E is an sound. That's valid, right? Isenburst can attest. I am part German, by the way. No, I'm like I said, I'm just fucking around, honestly. Technically, the sword has a different name in the Japanese game. Now that I didn't know. And Masamune was a swordsmith. Wasn't sure about the letters. It does not change the quote as such. Wait, what? Oh, well, that's true. That is true. I'll go with that. No, like I said, when I first played this game, I was 12 years old, 13 years old, something like that. I played it with my friend. He was the one who introduced it to me. Japanese anime had really not made it into had really not even made it into like our daily lineup. Like, I don't even think, I'm trying to think back to like the earliest things that I ever remembered were anime that was available. I'm pretty sure it wasn't available at that time, at least not where we lived. So we knew nothing. We knew nothing. And we called it Masamune. And we called her Marley. And we called these, like, the different characters all the wrong names. And I stand by that. It really doesn't matter when you're reading something, you can call it whatever the fuck you want. Nobody will care, because, yeah. So, forever will be Marley and Masamune. Part German, don't say. It's always something new to learn about me. Shut up, Isenburst. You know better. I do know about localization, right? Most of these Japanese games got murdered in translation. I do know about localization. I know what it's for. And I do know that out of all the games, I do believe that the localization of like Chrono Trigger and a couple others were very, very well done. It had a 30-day timetable. I never had a problem with it. Maybe it was just I was bad at English at the time because I was like 12 years old, which is also possible too. So, without your sword, you're nothing. See, it makes total sense. I get it. So, okay, sorry, back to like pondering story stuff here, right? So, when Masa and Moon, because Moon is spelled M-U-N-E as two different characters, not Muna, Otherwise, they would have said Muna. Um, I'm sorry, I'm picking on you. When it was Massa and Moon in the cave, and they talked about Cyrus making making it that far. And here, and these are things I've never thought about as many times as I have gone through the game. The sword is broken. Is that because Magus found a way to break the sword right here? Thus the phrase of, without your sword, you're nothing? You haven't beaten me yet. Okay, whatever. I'm a goner. Earthbound and Chrono Trigger got murdered. It was bad. Now, Earthbound, I don't remember enough of Earthbound. I only played through it once. Chrono Trigger, I don't feel like it got murdered that bad. There's so much of it that it made sense to me. Unless you're talking about, like, how they translated some of the names and such, in which case, I'm an idiot and I live in the South and I've got that as my excuse. I'm a dumbass, okay? I can do that. It's perfect. It's perfecto. That's a name. That's a thing. I'm just kidding. Sorry. Even that hurts my ears. That hurts so bad. Blinn, escape alive, keep them at bay. Okay, I'm gonna switch this back down to the bottom so we can actually see the dialogue, or see the characters. If you stay, they'll get us both. So, okay. Ozzy, Flea, and Slash were originally named after condiments in true Toriyama fashion. Really? I still think that Red Catneck. Oh. You know I only do it because I love the cringe. Here's the thing, I'm not from this state, but I've lived here long enough to pick up the accent, and I absolutely hate it. Like, my family is from all over the United States, and yet I've picked up a southern accent. It hurts. Every day I have to go in with other people, and we all sound like we're dumb rednecks. And I don't like it. Ma, why you gotta do this to me? She chose to move here. She wanted to move here. Actually, I don't think she chose to work here because it was the only job she could get, so. This is part of it was also data and character limits on the cartridges. Now that I do believe. I do believe that, and I do remember reading about that. But yeah, no, I make fun of southern accents all the time, but I have one and it's okay. I get it. I'm allowed. Ah! It's a like random thing to read. All right. So, okay, I always took this as being, this is where Cyrus dies. Why didn't, as kind of like the discussion, I can't even scroll up in my chat to find it, I'm sure, but why didn't Magus just finish off Glenn right here? It's a good question. It's a very good question. Or why didn't he curse them both? Or is he just... Maybe Magus was self-defensing himself. Wow. Welcome to the Department of Redundancy Department. There's no real actual translation for Masamune, but it's mostly he who cannot miss in Japanese. So, but that's Masamuna. See, this is Masa and Moon, not menu. Damn, I can spell, I promise. But they're two different. And it's more Masamune. Yeah, I know. I've got some friends, trust me. I know, and it drives them up the wall, and I don't give a fuck, because I don't give a fuck. And I agree with the assessment that Seraphim and I came to last time, is the sword is not necessarily... It's a broadsword, for God's sake. It is not a katana. It is not anything like a Japanese sword. It is a medieval broadsword. Okay, why the fuck are we arguing about a damn name of a sword? It's Masamune. That's all we need to know. So I think they were planning... You know what? I think they were planning on killing Glenn too, and then Ozzy kind of talked Magus out of it. Honestly. Just search for your fancy masked moon. Wait, what? Damn it, Isenburst. Don't you get in on this here too. I need your yourself to be like in a completely different world so I have something to ground to. Why not? See, yeah, I think he was planning on killing him and he didn't. Also find it interesting here, this is where we find... Well, actually, I'm wondering, how did we have... Because Masa and Moon are basically what make up the sword, right? Why did they both exist in the mountain cave and not like just one? Because the hilt was in one place and the actual blade was in another. You lose shit in the localization. That's true. However, you don't when it comes to sprites, and that is clearly a broadsword, sir. Clearly. Priest and blacksmith. What? Wait, he's found something about a priest called Masamune. Actually heard his story before, I don't remember the name. Priest and a blacksmith. 10 years have passed. Can I do it? I've changed so much. The answer is yes, but with diligence and a good heart, because that's what these games always require. Though we may fail, let us go. Thou knowest his power. Okay, we know the power of Magus. He is Magus-y. He's your Magus-y. No. Nothing can beat science. Nothing! We won't be beaten by one bad guy. Okay, for healing purposes for now, I'm gonna keep Marley in. So this is why Luca never makes it in, as I usually keep Marley in as a healer. Okay, so one of the things I hate, and I understand why they did it this way, storyline and all, I hate the fact that you have to go all the way back to the end of time just so you can teach Frog how to use water. The very first time I played this game, I didn't know you had to do that. So, whoops, I did not mean to do that. I went on and I'm like, why does Frog suck? Why can't he do anything good? And then it was like, I got all the way there and I was like, shit, he doesn't have magic. It's also a human. I got turned into a frog because into broadsword is your issue? Absolutely. Absolutely. They got the localization on Frog right, if I remember right. I don't know. Like I said, if you want to be specific, her name is Marl, but I don't even care. I call her Marley because, again, was a dumbass kid, didn't know how to pronounce anything, and that's how the name got said, and it stuck. Did I ever mention kids are dumbass? I know I've mentioned this, right? Like, kids are jerks and they're dumbasses, and they don't know anything. Yeah. Okay. Doop. Oh, we have Goblin. Ooh. Goblin form. I'm not ready for Goblin form yet. Game also tells you to take him to the end of time if you fight the first battle in the Magic Cave. Oh, really? No, I don't want to. I'm not going to yet. I need to learn dual text and all that good stuff. A game. So here's the fallacy of that. When you're a kid, when you're a kid and you're playing through this game and you already have focus issues, you tend to overlook some things that you shouldn't. You tend to like overlook the fact that you're supposed to read some of this dialogue. It's why I kept on going back and replaying the game and learning new things. Because I kept on, because that first time I was so out of focus on what to do. Why can't human kids be like wildebeest kids? 15 minutes they stand up, 1 hour they run, and half a year you can kick them out. I feel like this is a meme somewhere. Have we talked about this before? Is this a meme? Are you memeing me? Don't be meme to me. No, did he equip it too? There was like several things that like bothered me about all of this. Alright. Yeah, see? Oh, that's right, we can't actually equip it just yet. Because game has to be like, yeah, you gotta earn your stripes to be able to use this thing. Forgot about that. Also, you want to talk about like plot holes and shit like that in this game? I've got one for you coming up. Alright. I got one for you. When we come over here to the Magic Cave, or what will become the Magic Cave. Frog holds aloof? Words are hard. He holds the sword up, right? After remembering all this good stuff. And he fires a thing off into the bolt of ray of light of holy power into the sky, and like the sky doth shine down upon. We never get that actual ability, and that bothers me. Is that a 511 shirt? My wife bought me one that looks just like this one? No, this is just a shirt I got at like a local store just for buttoning up. It's just this is like Fruit of the Loom or something like that. It's just a plain white t-shirt that's probably not that white because I've worn it too long and it really just needs to be bleached. Yeah, this is just a regular old button-up t-shirt. I don't even know where I got it from. Walmart, Target, something like that. My job requires me to wear either polos or button t-shirts, and it's hot right now. It's not too hot, but like when it does get warm, it's warm. And polos are kind of uncomfortable, so a good thin shirt of some sort, like a button-up, is usually best. That way, at least it doesn't really breathe so much, but it's not so heavy on the body. Yeah, here's where it is. Don't be such a marshmallow, or you're such a marshmallow. It's a good shirt. I love it. I've got several of like this. Well, maybe not like this one specifically, but I've got one that's like this. I got one that's like almost looks like it's denim. It's just a really light blue. I've got one that's a little bit darker blue. I've got one that looks like it's corduroy. It actually feels like it's corduroy. It's got that the little ridges or whatever, but it's black and it's really good. It feels comfortable. It's soft and I like it. Wasn't talking shit. Oh, I'm not saying your word. No. No, at first I read that, I was like, is that a 5'11" shit? And I'm like, no, usually my time's a little bit earlier in the day, but or later if you're talking early morning 5'11". English and reading is hard sometimes, okay? But no, I was gonna say, this is, whatever it is, it's nothing special. I wouldn't even say, I don't even think it was super expensive, but, wife wore blue dress, and the only thing I had that was blue was my shirt. See, that's nice. I went out of my way and I bought a suit. My wife bought a prom dress because we were both broke, but we wanted to look nice for our parents. And they insisted that we have a suit and dress kind of thing, even though they would not buy it for us. So I bought a business suit that doubled as a interview suit, and she bought a prom dress, which she never really ever wore again. But it was only like $100 versus like the $700 or $800 it would have cost to rent an actual wedding dress. So, win. 511 is a great brand. It's made for rock climbing. They make button-up shirts for rock climbing? That seems silly. I just got married at the courthouse. It's just even the just look. There's nothing wrong with that either. We got married. It was our senior year in college, I think, or last year in college, and or last semester in college, I think was what it was. It was in March of 2005. That would have been, I graduated in December of 2005, so yeah, it would have been our senior years. No. Yes, it would have been our senior years because I went 4.5 years and she went 5. So, yeah. Sorry. Woohoo! Waha! Back to reality here. She and I, we were broke. We were planning on having this like really big October wedding, and her parents were supposed to foot the bill for it, but they didn't get enough money on their taxes, and it was like a really hard time for them. And we're like, hey, you know what? If we can't have the wedding that they want, we're gonna have the wedding that we want, and we'll pay for everything. And so we did. We're 2 broke ass college students paying for their own wedding, and somehow we made it work. So, shirts have snaps, so if you get caught up, they just... Oh, okay. Well, no, these are most definitely not snaps. They are buttons. I don't even know if you can see that. So, yeah, they're most definitely buttons. But yeah. This is the story of my wedding. it was like, seriously, we had gone on, we had like a wedding planner and everything, and we had just gotten to the point where like we had started setting stuff up. We're like, hey, let's get an appointment going. We're about to get a number for how much we can spend. Let's do all this good stuff. And I missed the line. It just said, you're a marshmallow, Glenn. we had gotten just about like everything put together, and then her parents are like, yeah, by the way, we don't have any money. We're like, oh shit. And so we turned around and we're like, well, I guess we'll have to do this all on our own. And yeah, then after that, like we did everything on our own. We made decorations, we bought like silk flowers and stuff all in advance, like leading up to it. We drove everybody insane. So we found all this stuff out in like February, and we're like, well, why wait at this point? So we got married in March, and like we had been telling everybody, oh yeah, October's the date. October, you know, set your calendars for October, whatever it was, you know, this year or next year, whenever we told them. It's like, because this is when it's gonna happen. And then we had to send out all these announcements almost right away. Hey, we're getting married next month in like 4 weeks. Make your arrangements. And everybody, first thing, everybody was like, are you pregnant? No, we were good little kids. We didn't do that sort of stuff. No. What are you talking about? But that was the first, like, every single person we talked to, it was like if they knew we were at the October wedding, that was the first question. Shotgun wedding, eh? How Arkansas of you. Just every single one of them. And we finally were like, no. And we always had to explain. Parents are broke. We're paying for this for ourselves. If we're paying for it, we're doing it on our timetable, damn it. And yeah. But we had to pay for an actual service or whatever. I say service. We had to go through a church because her parents wouldn't let us go through justice of the peace. They would not knowingly let us do it. Although now I'm kind of curious what would have happened. I'm sorry, I'm skipping all the dialogue because we're having good conversations elsewhere. Mine went like this. My wife and I are big Johnny Cash and June Carter fans. My 50th anniversary would have been March 1st. This just so happened that was also my father's birthday, so we just... Hey, sometimes that's the best way you go for it, right? You just like, okay, why wait? Why jack around? Just go. Now, we're good. Make it happen. And if it works, it works. Every time. Look, it's the hero medal. And some random frog lying on the pond on the riverbank. What? It must be fate. I forgot what the hero medal actually does. Grants some stats, I think. Alright. There. Alright, so this right here. My name is Glenn, and I have the power of the good Lord Almighty to smite this stone. Forthwith I shall go and plug my sword into my enemies' hearts. See, I want this. I want this tech right here in this game. Why the hell do I not get this? Ribbit, ribbit. Indeed, ribbit, ribbit. Smash. I will say I love the pose. So, I don't remember what time it was. Maybe it was like my third or fourth playthrough. Somebody, either a friend pointed it out to me. I think it was a friend pointed it out to me. There's a bat that's here, and it follows you throughout the entire game up until a certain point. Not the entire game, like throughout all of Magus's realm. And for purposes I don't want to ruin it, but that'll work. But yeah, like I was like, I never noticed it, and then they explained what it was, and I was like, oh. Oh. They were with me the entire time. Also, I would like to say that Slash is probably one of the most underrated attacks that, dang it, that Chrono has. The tag-along? Yeah, the tag-along is that's a good way to put it. Yeah, there's a little bitty bat tag-along that's kind of following us around. Trying to hide away. The slash attack is amazing. We'll attack. But the best indeed. Cause see, look, we can now hit 3 with 1, and I think it's only like one 1 MP to do it. Although Ice Water will kill everything on the screen, so I guess it really doesn't matter. At this point in the game, Ice Water is like the bread and butter of killing all of Magus's troops. Well, not all of them. I think the jugglers, I think you have to be a little bit more careful with them, but just because of how they actually function, but Cyclone will kill most too. Yes, but I don't remember how well Cyclone does on these enemies specifically that are strong against physical attacks and more weak against attacks that do some sort of elemental damage. Alright. Note written in blood. The juggler. Yeah, it's the jugglers. Okay. I don't remember well enough now. It's been a while, okay? Alright. This, by the way, one of the coolest cutscenes I feel like in the entire game. I say cutscene. It's not really a cutscene, right? But just this introduction in general. There are so many times I wish you could, like, I wish you could go back and replay some of these sort of things. Speedrun the game again. I take my time. I love the music too much. I like talking too much. I couldn't. Although, if I'm playing it on my own, I will just, like, fire through the, I will fire through, like, all of the dialogue just because. Like, this introduction right here is amazing. Casual play it too. Awesome. Alright, we'll do left side first. Also, one of the really cool effects of this is how incredibly quiet the castle is. It is so incredibly quiet. It hurts how much it is quiet. Alright, I don't think we can actually do anything. Not until we come back. Been playing casual playing since the 90s. I have too. Since my friend that lived down the street was like, hey, I got this game. It's like, cool. Can I play? Yeah, sure. Okay. So, yeah. Alright. That should be enough. Alright. Welcome to my fun house. Ozzy. I will say this music right here is probably one of the most eerie soundtracks, I guess. It's really only 2 chords, if I remember right. I don't remember how many bars it is, but it's only like 2 chords, and it will, like, it's so simple, and yet it creates such high tension. By the way, I love music in games. Like, that's my thing. That's my jam. So yeah, totally. All right, we're gonna go fight some peoples. Is basically what he just said. Go fight the swordsman slash and the magician flea, and then we'll figure out which way we want to go first. But I'm thinking I actually want to go to the left first, so I can get the Slash's sword. Slasher? Sounds about right. Okay. We'll attack. Dance! Hey dude, like you like Final Fantasy? This one's fair. I like Final Fantasy, but my favorite Final Fantasies are not on the Super Nintendo. Although 6 is pretty damn good. 5 is pretty good too. My favorite is 9. Music can make or break a movie or game. Absolutely can. You are not lying, sir. It sets the mood, it sets the tone, it sets everything. Humans! Why do we fear the white shark? Is it because of John Williams? Truth right there. That is so freaking true. And also because of really just like 2 simple notes. So 6 is mine. 6 is look, 6 is a banger of a game. No matter how you put it, 6 is really awesome. 6 is amazing. 5 has its place. 5, the original 5 has its place. I say this. I haven't played the Pixel remasters. I've kind of wanted to, but like I'm ah. I've kind of wanted to play the Pixel remasters, but then again, I'm kind of wary that they're not going to turn out to be good. Alright, hey you, please help. Thank you, screaming goat person. That should be enough to kill everything. Yeah, ice water at this point in the game is really freaking OP. Just because I think it's one of your first like all enemies attacks, and it uses so little MP. How did you get past my cadaver pals? Easy. I gave him a sip of water. It's been ages.
Sir Slush.
Slash you dolt. I do remember that. Can I take your sword now? Dang it. You have to fit right in with those bony fellows. Alright. Now play this one semi-safe. I'll have Marley do the healing. Also like it how he moves into the different positions to kind of do all the attacking based on. Ooh. No. Don't like that. I've never seen Jaws 3D, but I've seen... Wait. But I've seen the house it bought, and it's lovely. Michael Caine. I haven't seen Jaws 3D at all. I don't even remember the last Jaws movie that I saw. It's the one in James Bond, that Jaws. Probably from the same time frame too. You know, I keep on meaning to take off that counterattack ring, whatever you want to call it. But damn, it's so good. No one should. It's shit. Valid. Ta-da! Alright, now let's get down to business. Alright, let's go. The real attack begins. Shouldn't we be at Jaws 9 or 20 now? I clearly remember a holo trailer. Probably. Oh, I don't like that. That position sucks. That one, I think, hits just about everybody. Once you get to 65 million PC, the counterattack ring will not be good. I mean, yes and no. All damage is damage. It's what I learned in my D&D days. All damage is damage. It may not be a lot, but sometimes just an extra 10 HP off, especially at this point in the game, can save you the MP, but it can also do other good things for you too. Will you stop attacking that line? Yeah, it's not completely worthless because you can use it like the non-reptile enemies and whatnot, the non-dinosaur enemies do take a little bit of regular damage, depending. But you're right, like the anything that's got super high defense causes problems. Oh, that hurt. I don't know. I'm kind of a whore when it comes to my MP. I like to hold on to it forever and ever. So, like, I'm an MP hoarder. Something like that. Mainly because I want to wait until I get to a boss fight or something like that, and that's when I'll go all out and strike down. All damage is damage. Okay, spin cut. And attack. But yeah. Now I've gone through, so I've played this game on multiple platforms, right? Probably my favorite that I played it on was Android, just because it had all the DS content on it, and I never played it on DS. I did play it whenever Square back in the day made the what was it? They made the version that ran on the PlayStation. I need to quit doing that. They made the version that ran on the PlayStation. It had, like, you could get the bestiary on there. You could get all the, like, start checking off the endings and all that good stuff. Like, I loved that version, but the Android version, playing it so that I could enjoy like what was on the DS, was really nice. All the healing is longer suffering. Wait. All healing. Yes. Unbelievable. Alright, give me your sword. It's really the only reason why I did this. Which honestly isn't too bad, or too much better than what I have, but the speed up is amazing. And now we can heal. And I'll go ahead and save too. Oh, in case you're wondering, Jude, we're playing on a actual Super Nintendo. We're not playing emulator. So, yeah, sorry, I lost my brain. This is my original save from my very first New Game Plus that I keep on perpetuating forward. It's been a while since I played it, since Bonzo Pin, Pine, and Gorko have come into the fray, but yeah, this is the only way. Like I said, I say Android's my favorite version that I played, but it's not the one that I go back to. Because it requires so much, like, I'm sorry, Chrono Trigger on the phone is cool and all, but it's just not the way to go. But, like, having the DS version, the ability to go and enjoy that and see what it was like back then, that is cool. Can I not take your treasure chest? I gotta talk to you. Alright. Nope. Our dwarf in the group was a tank, but when his defense was broken, he was happy to be the recipient of my healing power. Maybe. Tanky peoples are okay. Alright, barrier. You also play on SNES. Yeah, this is probably... I mean, this is my most used platform, right? Alright. Trying to remember. Yeah, that's what I thought. But yeah, SNES is a good way to go. I would say you don't have to go original hardware. Emulating it's good, but if you can do original hardware, that's even better. But, it depends. Like, not everybody has that capability, and the fact that Squeenix can't seem to put out a decent remaster of this game kind of sucks. So... Oh, I love this part. What? I'm a guy. That is a guy. I like the whole shock here where it's like, in today's world, this shouldn't be as big of a deal, but like, I love the inclusiveness of this from back in the day. Poor little frog. To be turned into something so hideous. Oh, yeah, well. Alright. I remember the first time I saw it, I didn't know much better, and it was just really weird, so. Hey, welcome, Castle. How's it going? It's time for me to get spoiled. Shh. Yeah, there will definitely be some spoilers. This is, I don't know how far were you? How far are you, I should say? We're in Magus's castle, so it's probably around, I would say this is what, like 1/3 of the game, heading close to 1/2, something along those lines. Yeah, it was really good. Welcome in. Rainbow Storm. Chrono Trigger is what, a couple $100? Earthbound now is going for 700. So I'm glad I kept my edit. Yeah. Well, I never had Earthbound. I only played Earthbound through emulator because I don't know, it just didn't seem, even then, like even after playing Earthbound, I could never get into the game. Like I know a lot of people love it. It was just one of those games that like for some reason didn't stick with me. I just got Robo and named him C3PO. Awesome. Awesome. Good times. Oh, leave her alone. She did not. Oh, I can't do that. Okay, hold on. Let's just heal. That's amazing. But yeah, we are pretty, I want to say we're somewhere between the 1/3 and 1/2 mark. I don't remember enough of how it goes. Usually by the time I beat the game, I am somewhere around level 45, give or take, like 3 or 4 levels, and the party level's at about level 20 right now. So getting close, not quite, but even if Final Fantasy 3 is going for a couple $100, you know, I've been investing in all of that stuff. I've got a Final Fantasy 3, Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past, well, what else do I have? Let me heal. Please, thank you. Final Fantasy. These are probably my big 3. I've got a Secret of Mana, and I may still have my Secret of Evermore as well. Granted, I don't think that those were near as popular. Dang it! Leave her alone. I need her to heal my party. Need her to quit shooting me. That's fine. Do I have a heal? I do. Alright. But yeah, like, I know that I had a lot of stuff from back in the day, and I actually gave a lot of it up when I was in college because I was stupid. And I needed money. And unfortunately, I did it. Yeah. Popular means less money. Earthbound is expensive because no one bought it. Because they knew. Planning to stream all the Final Fantasy games at some point. Starting from either 1 or 4. Personally, I would just start from 4. 4's a really good spot to be in. What am I doing wrong? That's what I'm doing wrong. I'm dying, that's what I'm doing wrong. Mid-tonic. Just trying to get by without using items. Sometimes you just gotta. I really should just heal and be done with it. Okay, never mind. Never mind, she's asleep. Japanese numbering or American numbering? I would say 4 with Japanese numbering. So 4 is really Final Fantasy 2, I think. I actually ran across that at a shop and I almost bought it. I chose not to because I really didn't like it enough from playing it. That's what's sad. People got a bit upset when I changed the names of a few characters, but you know what? It was funny. Absolutely. Why not? People can stuff it, okay? I was showing off my my new game plus of this. I've got Gorko. What I named him? Gorko, Pine, and Bonzo or something like that. So yeah, go for it. Name them whatever the hell you want. Later on in the game, it'll be even funnier because like they'll be doing some kind of dialogue and they'll just substitute the name in. You know, when you get the Wings of Time and you name it the butt and they say everybody get in the butt. Awesome. Yeah, totally not above or below dick and fart jokes, okay? It's worth it. 100% worth it. Just for the laughs alone. But yeah, I would say if you're doing 4, do 4, 5, and 6. 4 is okay, but I feel like it's a little rough around the edges. It's just so cliche. I'm not saying it's a bad game. It's just, oh, damn it. Damn it. No. Heal frog. 5 I really liked. 5 I think was the first one that I played. 5 or 6 was the first one I played after Final Fantasy 7. Final Fantasy 7 was the first Final Fantasy I played. And at the time it was amazing. Absolutely loved it. Thought it was great. Except for I was confused as hell the entire time through it. And then eventually got into I think it was like Final Fantasy 5, and I was like, because I wanted to go back as far as I could, and 5 was like the first game I had found a ROM for or something like that. So we went and grabbed that guy, or I went and played him through, and it was like, oh, this is kind of cool. And eventually I found 6, except it was marketed as 3. And so yeah, like, thank you. But yeah, like I played that one and I realized it was like 6 or 3, depending on which one you go on, is by far like probably the magnum opus of the Super Nintendo era. Like it far outshines so many different things. The story's good, it's complex, it's got probably one of the best extensive video game soundtracks of that era. Just amazingly put together, and I say that, and that's, I'm saying that knowing, like, letting people know full well that, like, Chrono Trigger is my favorite game, like, of all time kind of thing, but it's my favorite thing on SNES for sure. And I love the music, and it's my favorite music. I will recognize the hell out of some Final Fantasy VI music. It is good, and the villain in there, the main guy, is also just a really, really nice design. Good character design. Probably what I would say the definition of pure evil when it comes to everything, for so many different reasons that I won't spoil, because if it is your first time playing it, then yeah. Pretty sure it's Final Fantasy 2 in North America, but the Final Fantasy with the very funny name Dark Knight Cecil Harmony. Yeah. I'll start with 6, Japanese. See, I would say start with 4 just because it's rough. If you do them in whatever order you want. 4 I feel is rough, but I would much rather do... honestly, I wouldn't do 4, I would just skip it. I would do 5, but that's also me. But 5 and 6, and then if you felt like it, go and do one of the other ones. 7 is good. I'd stay away from 8. 8 is so vastly different than any of the other ones around that, like, that surround it. It's not worth it. 8 was the first Final Fantasy that I never finished because I got so bored with it and tired of it. The next one I didn't finish was, I think, 13. Yeah. Same way with Kingdom Hearts is your favorite game series, but I fully understand better games like it. It's cheesy, but I'm here for the cheese. That works. That works. I would say, okay, so definitely would suggest. I kind of agree with what Jude's saying. 6 is a very good one to start with, but like, if you're trying to build up to, like, good stuff, like, you may want to start with 4 or 5 as your beginning one and then hit up 6 last. Kind of hate any of the PlayStation ones? Really? I'm interested in finding out why. 7 I understand, because 7 did not age well at all. 7's just... Now, 7 is very cringe. 8, I don't think they did a good job with. 9 was probably... 9 is my favorite, so, like, it hurts me a little inside to hear you say that you hate any of the PlayStation ones. Stay with 1, skip 2 and 3. I heard 3 was really rough. I heard 1's good because it kind of gives you a good idea about, like, what the series is all about. In the grand scheme of things, I would play 7, but, like, know that it's, like, play 7 on your own time, because it just gets weird. Then stop, because there's shit. Wait. Sir, we don't appreciate that kind of speech around here. No, 9 is my favorite. I love the story on it. I love the way that the characters were developed. There are some things that I will recognize were flaws on 9, but I loved the probably Chocobo Hot and Cold was one of my selling points on that game. The card game was absolute junk. I did not like the card game, but it's, in a lot of ways, it was better than Triple Triad on 8. 8's made sense, like, you could follow 8, but then, like, they kept on adding in all these stupid rules and stuff that nobody understood, and then it spread throughout the entire region that you were in, and then it was like, what the hell am I supposed to do with this? Yeah. You're a Marine, love it or leave it. That's fair too. That's also fair. No, like I said, the 9 was definitely one of those that I felt like it had a really good spot. It did a good job. It was one of the last games that had... So, Final Fantasy VI, one of the things that makes Final Fantasy VI so wonderful is the fact that you have different characters with different abilities, and those abilities really don't cross. Like, for instance... And this is, I guess this is more for Castle's benefit. Like in Final Fantasy VI, your first character that you get when you start playing is a thief. He's got a thief role to him. That is his whole point. It's Locke, and he's a thief. Straight up. He's got daggers, he does steal. As he progresses, then, you know, he gets other things that are thiefy, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, that's his dude. That's the guy. When you go into playing, or your next character that you get, I believe, is Terra, and she's kind of like your version of a mage, and that's fine. Like, that's what she can do. Now, granted, 8 or 6 is weird because, like, later on you kind of teach everybody all the magic that they need to know and be done with it. But like, everybody still has their kind of like specialized classes that they work with. When you get to 9, it's the same way. The first character you get is Zidane. Zidane's he's a thief. And then the next character that you pick up is, well, besides, once you get out of the Tantalus world, the next characters that you get, Steiner and Dagger. And at that point, like, you've got a white mage, and now you've got a knight, and and you have a black mage too, because you got Vivi in there. So it's like you have all these different like party members that have this like specified or specific job types that are associated with them. And I absolutely love that. I love the fact that they had built it into the game that way. See, I was stationed in Okinawa for a bit. That's why you had the shit for Masamune. But see, that's the thing. It's a broadsword, not a Japanese sword. It's a medieval times sword. It's from the Crusades. Because you got shit for how you said it. Well, if they localized it into a katana, I could understand. Also, I don't care anything about cringing people. My stepdad was stationed in... God, where was he stationed? He was stationed in... I should not have done that. Stupid. Ah, damn it. Fuck. He was stationed... He actually lived in Japan for several years. And, he cringes all the time at the stuff that I say or I do. I don't have a single problem with it. I know I drive him nuts. And it's alright. He's my stepdad. I get to do that. The Crusades, they had iron swords. Yeah, Crusades had iron swords, but this was, look, it's a broadsword, okay? This is a typical knight-like sword from whatever time frame, okay? Why didn't I kill these guys? Did I not do the ice water? I thought I did. Oh shit, at this point we're just gonna kill them. Might as well. Ow. Stop that. I've circumnavigated the planet like 3 times, Jim. That's fair. You heard brass sword. No, broadsword. Like, like me, I'm some dumb broad kind of thing. Japan had steel and angle. Yeah, that is. Look, are we having a history? Are we really having a history lesson based on a video game? Look, we're in the 600s right now, all right? When we go into the 1000s, they've got guns that shoot energy. Okay. Yeah. Also, this is Frog with a sword. Not trying to debate the kind of word when Frog is right. Japan had their shit together. Japan still has their shit together. Just to let you know. Do I want to do this? Yeah, I want to do this. Yeah, I want to do that. It's not the kind of sword when don't debate the sword when the Frog is wielding it. Look, again. I know you've been there. I wish I could go there, but then again, I would probably be like such cultural shock that they would be like, "Nah, you need to leave. You've been in the country for like 10 minutes. Out, get out of here." You're one of those kind of people. No, you need out of here. Granted, I would not be the person who went into the country going like, "Where's the fork?" But still, they would be like, "You're holding your chopsticks wrong. You're really insulting somebody." I hope you understand this. My stepdad makes fun of me so much. He's like, "Dude, if you would hold those just a little bit differently, your life would be so much easier." I feel like Akira Toriyama was the face of Japan for a long time. Just look at games like this and Dragon Quest. Yes, some places just do that, period. I mean, that's also fair and valid, but I'm pretty sure that they have a sign at the front door that says, "If you see this guy, kick him out." Haven't even been there. I've heard stories. I have heard stories. Oh, damn it. Ah, I got snagged. That's not too bad. Oh, no, stop. Stop it. I don't want to get smashed by the stupid thing. There's no sign. They'll just ask you to leave. No, I know. I've heard the stories. I've also heard that in some places you have to ask permission to come in before, like restaurants and such. It's polite to ask permission, so. Alright, do we try to dodge? I don't want to try to dodge. We'll just do. Come on. Okay. Funny, the new movie Gohan has hair like Chrono. I can't even justify answering that. How long until lightning 2? Ooh. Ooh, okay, cool. Getting close. I shall kill the roly-poly. But yeah, I've I know. I've heard the stories. Oh, because I killed the Rolly, I won't be able to kill that guy. All right, let's see. How many holes are we gonna fall down? I'm thinking at least 4. I'm thinking at least 4. Yep. Oh, there's 1. Does as soon as I saw the new design, I thought we're not going to talk about this. Look again. We had this discussion earlier. All right. I have some of my friends that get pissed off at Chrono Trigger because it stole like too many of the designs from Dragon Ball Z or from Dragon Ball in general. Man, it's just that's all they say. It's like Chrono Trigger's ripped off Dragon Ball. It's like no. No, they're allowed. It's okay. All right, we're killing the saves. All right, monies. Money's an experience. And a shelter. Which I don't think I need shelters right yet. Ooh. Alright, here we are. Man who created Dragon Ball was the character's designer for this game, so he's allowed. Yeah. Ah, dang it. Not far enough. Alright, let's... Whew, guessed right. Alright, we got 2. We got 3. We'll guess it down this time. God. Yeah, I know he's allowed. I just thought it was funny because, like, the people really do talk shit about stuff, and it's kind of like... Do you know what you're saying? It's like, if you don't know what you're saying, that's cool. If you do know what you're saying, then at least admit to it. Like, so that either A, we can make fun of you, or B, we can, like, I don't know what B is, but A, we can definitely make fun of you. Like, everybody can make fun of me, because it's Masamune. I don't give a shit, remember? I don't give a shit how it's supposed to be pronounced in a Japanese format. Right now, it is Masamune. I am going to die on this hill, okay? There is no B. There is no B. Who did I say B? Do no research is always funny to me. Look, I don't mind. I know it's pronounced one way. I don't give a shit. Because game. Again, and I also go back, this goes back to, this is what we go back to, we call it the Hermione principle. The first time people would read Harry Potter, and they screw it up and they call the chickie Hermione, or Hermona, or whatever. Until they saw the movies, they had no idea how the fuck her name was supposed to be pronounced. Or until they heard Rowling do an interview, they had no idea how the fuck that name was supposed to be pronounced. Alright? And even then, they will still always read it the same way. I'm just voicing that reading the same way, even knowing better. Mass of a moon, that's massive. So, about you said your friends get mad about Chrono Trigger ripping off Dragon Ball. Oh, The sort of thing you're fine with. Okay. It's not the same. Japanese has an actual pronunciation. Yes, I understand. But I never claimed to be a person who can do stuff really well. And these birds can attest. I screw up German all the time. It's already gone. And that's also assuming that it's Japanese and it's not, you know, based off something else. Because, you know, they localized it to a non-Japanese location. I do have to ask, though, do you call Marley or Marl? Or any variation thereof? What's your pronunciation? I should not have done that. Whoops. There's no assumption it's Japanese? No. You cannot tell me that Rolly Bomber is Japanese. That is English. Outlaw is not Japanese, it's English. This is my hill, I will die on it. Hermione. It's whatever you want it to be, sir. It's called, exactly. They localized it. Locally, it's called Masamune. I get it. How do you know it's not? Or do we want to call it Grand Leon? What do we want to call it here? Welcome back, Seraphim. It was the first time I read English translation. So the names are there very very translated. Messed up the German or the English translation of the German classic Lord of the Rings. But in wait a second. No, I'm pretty sure I asked you how you pronounce her name. If it's Marl or Marley. You didn't answer that one. I got you there. There's an A there, not an E. Yeah, that's true. It is Massa, not Massa, not Mace. No, that sounds wrong. Oh my god. It is Massa. And then it is Moon. Now the question is if was the Japanese swordsmith was his name pronounced Masamune? That's a question that I would have. We know two Marleys, the Bob and the dog. Okay. Fair enough. You told me that? No, you told me massa with an E on the end of the massa parts, so... So there's a difference here. Not in German, he wasn't. Damn. Drop the German localization on us, why don't you? Look. Have I told you I'm an idiot? I don't remember things that happened like 2 hours ago. If my brain doesn't function backwards in time very well unless it's stupid facts. I want to know where the frog keeps his sword bigger than himself. The same place that Cloud keeps his sword. Okay? Same place. Even the PAL. But this isn't PAL. So. German is still Japanese. In his pocket, welcome in, Chu. It's nice to see you. We're having a lovely discussion where I get to be an idiot on stream. It's always fun. Stuck to Sephiroth's backside. Yeah, how the hell did Sephiroth carry his freaking sword too? Because that thing's longer than he is. Oh, I did it. I've outstupid myself. Oh no. Boop. Childhood game being played there. Childhood game playing here too. Got it on the actual Super Nintendo. Also, I'm not paying attention to any of my character stats or anything right now, and I probably should. Sephiroth is going through airport security. Excuse me, sir. Do you have a license for that? That blade seems to be a little bit longer than 3 inches. Can I get you to check that? Sir, we're gonna have to ask you to step over to the side. I'm interested to see what Seraphim's got packed in for us right now. Meteor. The real SNES. I put it in the SNES Classic they made already recently. I have not hacked or cracked or anything on my SNES Classic yet. I thought about it, but I just haven't quite. But no, I've actually got it on a True Blue, and I guess to show it, because I mean, seeing a controller is one thing, right? You can actually see it right there. But yeah, it's on a real SNES. I don't want to fight anymore. I just want to kill Magus and be done. I did. It's a 5-minute hack. It's easy. Awesome. I haven't, like I said, I haven't looked it up. I may end up doing it in the future. So, thank you for the follow, by the way. Really appreciate that. I am sure to make you cringe. I'm sure that is something that I can possibly do. Japanese name for the sword was, to literally transcribe the katakana. I can't pronounce that. So, we're going to screw it up. Because that's what I do. Grondorian? Grondorian? Which ends up being pronounced and made manageable into English of Grand Leon, which I read as Grand Leon. Grand Leon. For some reason, it seems French. I'd have to ask my French friends, of which I only have one. So, actually, yeah, I only have one. We got the behind-the-scenes look. Yes. You should follow just for that. Oh, wow. Thank you. SNES, what a modern stuff. Dude, like, I'm never getting rid of that. I think I risk my life and watch several people die so you have freedom, anyone out there. Don't join the military. In English. Look, I have one of my best friends, served as a Marine. He served both the wars in. He did 2 tours in Afghanistan. He came back a completely fucked up person. I would say the biggest travesty of everything is the fact that people don't know what they're getting into. I appreciate every day what he did, and I appreciate everything, and I appreciate that you go out there and you do it, but I'm still a blathering idiot, and I love it. So, hi, nice to meet you. Wow. Fucking troglodytes, wow. Man. Like I said, I'm here to have fun. I will mispronounce things like the best of them and have as best I can time that I can, but yeah, my goal is not necessarily to try to get as accurate as possible. To stand, want to interact, literally can't talk about it. Understand. Nah, he every once in a while he'll talk about some of his stuff, and I know it fucked him up something royally. And I appreciate what he did, but I don't appreciate that he had to go through it. Because, again, he's a good guy that got really fucked up, and I don't think he realized what he was getting himself into, because... Not that he was duped, but he was told one thing and it was not really made known that this is what he was getting into. And if he was the only person who said that, then I would just take it as a side and not even worry about it. But he's not the only one I've heard that from, so yeah. I can't tell you where I was deployed to be. I'm not saying anything about that. Don't. I'm not asking you to either. I would not ask that. There are... I have a guy at my work that I work with. He is a former Marine. He was a pistol instructor. And we believe him when he said, if I told you, I would have to kill you. Okay? That's a thing. Okay? Dad enlisted to avoid getting drafted. That's funny. My dad decided to become a foreign exchange student, so he didn't get drafted. And here I am. A pistol instructor. Yeah, it's a rifle and pistol instructor. I don't know what his official title was, or for some reason I want to say it's the MOS number, but I don't think that's right. But that's how he always described it to us. He's like, I taught the new guys how to handle, how to shoot, how to aim, how to clean, how to everything. But I don't remember what his official one is. When he wasn't doing that, he was working on aircraft. And I don't remember what exactly he did with that. Something in 3 sounds actually familiar for some reason, but I don't remember what it was, honestly. Grandpa worked on aircrafts as a scientist during World War II. My grandfather worked... I think he worked in it, he worked in one of the Navy yards or something like that. I don't know if he did aircraft or what. I know that my grandmother was a Navy nurse, so... You know, let's just open these. Why not? I don't need to heal for this. No, no such thing as former Marine. They can leave. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. I concede that one. Grandma just liked to go dance in the clubs in the 50s. That's also fair. Let's see, I shall not be defeated. You shall be defeated, because that's what we do best. We don't attack the big giant ice cube. Dad never got the stick dislodged from his rear? Yeah. Either salty land or pong, unless you're a shiny. That makes a lot more sense to somebody else, though, unfortunately. Actually, salty would... I could get saltier land. You shall be defeated, proceeds to cover himself in ice. Well, fun things happen if you, attack the ice. I'm not going to. Which in that case, you're not shit. Okay. Well. Bye! I was looking at the screen. I saw it come up. There was no jump scare. I'm so sorry. Alright, we must go forward. I don't remember which one's which. This is not the right one. Alright, last thing tonight. We go and fight Magus. We should be in pretty good shape. I think we can do it. I timed it wrong with his fall. Aww. Alright, this is probably one of my favorite parts of the entire game. Number one, like, the whole atmosphere of this is great. Number two, Magus's theme is awesome. Number three, the theme during his fight is even better than when you fight, or whenever you get to him later on in the game. Just saying. Now the chosen time has come. Okay. Exchange this world for... fire. Something like that. Gotta love most JRPGs. Hello, Joe. Go save the world and kill these adults and monsters. Yes. Yes, you do. Except for, you know, this guy. This guy right here. Hey, look, it's a stupid frog. I'd rather enjoy this form, and I owe it all to you. I have something for you. Ah. I bet you're just dying to use it. I don't want to trigger Jude, so... It's the fact that they put the wind in here. The black wind. Howls, I forgot. Blows. This is all scripted timing, too. I'm not even advancing it. Now it's actual battle, though. It's weird thing, statue behind Magus looks like Phase 2. Looks like Lavos in Phase 2, right? Bad guy just pulled out a jar of flies. Eat this. Alright. worst attack right here. Looks like a Doom boss. Yeah, it does. That's a no. It's a Diablo. This is Diablo 2 boss. That's. All right. Only lightning. All right. Let's cast haste. I should have cast it on Marley. I'm gonna die because I'm being dumb. Heal. Alright. And then I'll let Frog be the one who continues to attack here. The whole point is with Frog, using Frog drops Magus's defense down, which is, or his magic defense, which is totally desired. But you have to do attacks, you can't do magic. I don't like where the middle candle is. It's old school censorship, is what that is. Old school censorship, don't you forget it. Okay. You know what? Oh, I probably shouldn't do this. I probably should just do regular lightning. Alright, I can't do anything fire damage though. Bayonetta level is something is what it is. It is. I was there in the Japanese version too. Wait, what was the censorship? Or the background? The candle. Oh. Why am I why am I killing Legolas? Because this is Dark Legolas. This is what happens whenever they didn't destroy the ring. Shit, what? I forgot what he's on. What barrier is he on? Damn it. This guy more badass than Degley, yeah, this is true. Oh, shadow damage. Yet another one that I can't deal with. Okay. Haste on Marley. Dark Link. Oh my god. This is what happens whenever you let Ganon run free. Oh. You're too much. Alright, hurt. I need to wait till he starts actually casting spell, I think. Or attempts to cast a spell. Alright. Ooh. Water damage. No! I hate it when he pops up with these and I can... That's fine. Okay, it was something, what, like 230 to hit him with the lightning too? I don't want to do it if I don't have to, because it uses so much MP. Oh god, that's bad. That's not good. Where's my lapis? Okay, yeah, it's a little bit more efficient this way. Oh, you son of a bitch. Was not paying attention. Okay. Much better. When you want to mix Legend of Zelda, Princess and the Frog, and Dragon Ball Z in one game with the time jumping concept. What do you come up with? What did we make today? Wait, I'm in shadow damage. Please don't do that. Okay. Water. Watch he'll switch it before I get a chance to go back. God dang it. Well, this'll heal him, I think. So let's talk about everything that went wrong in this fight. Actually, can I? Oh, good. I forgot. Frog's heal does to everybody. And can't I use this to stop the HP down effect? I can't remember. It looks less like Legolas and more like Vegeta with receding hairline. But where's... This is the worst Magus fight I've had in a long time. Okay. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna use Chrono to attack and hopefully put him into water, and then we're gonna, yeah. I need him to be dead, and I've wasted too much time in this attack, or in this fight already. Oh god. Don't kill. Okay. I need him to start risking spells. Said the same line in way too many games. I am feeling this one. Wait, did he change his barrier and I missed? Ah. This is such a thing. Hold on. Heal. Hydrate. Oh, okay, we're good. Alright. Only water damage. That's not good. Chrono lost his haste, didn't he? Fuck. If you look at the art and the cutscenes from the PlayStation version, also DS, PC, and mobile, the resemblance is even more noticed. Really? You see it behind me. Yeah. I need to, where's my help at? Yeah, here it is. I need to, like, turn off the chat box at some point. Here, hold on. Let me do this. Let me pause it so I don't screw this up. Alright, there you go. It's GT Vegeta with elf ears and long hair. Okay, alright. Now we're heading towards the end of the fight. I look at a bad Magus fight as an excuse to listen to the music longer. Yeah. Now, never mind. I was gonna say, now I have a question. The question is, just heal. Because freaking dark matter. I don't care what anybody says, it's probably one of the most badass single attacks of the game. Have I ever gotten killed on this fight? The very first time I played the game, I got killed on this fight. Because I rushed through and I think I skipped a lot of stuff that I probably shouldn't have. Heal. I'll be so sweaty in this room with all the flames. Flames, we got, well, no, because every once in a while Magus will cast, he'll cast his nice little, what do you call it? Ice thing, and it crushes us. It seems soul crushing and all, but really all it's doing is it's making it like more bearable in the room. It's 100%. It's fine. It's fine. Besides, I'm pretty sure those are like cold flames. And you guys have seen like Ocarina of Time, right? Where they get the flames that are blue. Totally that. It's the only game over fight. The only game over fight in the game that has a little bit after other than the bad ending. Why did I do that? Shit, why did I do that? Just call me dumb. I think I died, it was because it was my first time, right? I think I died and like quickly hit the reset button and like restarted because I was pissed off. We shall heal Chrono. And I'm gonna get Chrono. I forgot, once he goes into this mode, you can just regular attack him for good damage. Which one's the bad ending? Aside from, like, Lavos coming in and destroying the world? Or is that the one you're referencing? It's only a couple seconds long, but I think it's kinda cool. Unfortunately, I cannot save state. That is not a thing that is allowed right now. That is the bad ending? Okay. I was like, I didn't know if you were talking about something specific, aside from that. Because, like, for instance, like, there's a lot of games that there is such a thing as a bad ending. Like, if you don't, like, take Hollow Knight, right? If you don't do certain things, there's kind of a bad ending or just like a normal ending to it, or you can have you can do not like you could go a little bit further and get like unlock a new ending to it kind of thing. Sorry, brain is still trying to reform real sentences. Speaking got so weird since it came out. Why are guns and lasers hurting? Because logic. There's logic in there somewhere. That's why. I haven't watched Dragon Ball in so long. I've really got to get back into the series. Really got to get back in that series because it's been probably at least 10 years. Got shot in the face the first episode. My only issue with like Dragon Ball, because it's not by any means, don't get me wrong, it is not a bad anything. My only issue with it is when I watch episodes, I get the 10-minute synopsis of the previous episode before I get into actual episode. It's my only issue, but there's so many animes that are like that, so it's kind of like, okay, well, if you're gonna have it happen, you might as well. So yeah, that's my only issue, and to me, I feel like it's not too petty. Saving money on it, yeah. See, that's exactly what it is. They're being frugal. They're saving their monies. I'll keep Marley up so that she can heal, and that's why. We should have this fight at this point. Luckily Magus takes so long to recharge that you can usually heal up pretty well, pretty fast. But I feel like we're getting close though. Like it feels close. Yep, there it is. Popped it. Trying to keep you away from some of the characters and the humor from Dragon Ball, and that really doesn't work today. Really? Yeah. I like this part because it's kind of like, to me, it's the big reveal. What have you done? What the? Could it be? It's bad timing. Don't wake up on me now. I like this. It's like this. You're the one who created him. No, nah, fam. He's been plaguing our world for years. Hundreds and thousands of years. Oh, thank you for the GGs, Eastonburris. This is not like Dark Souls, man. We don't have to have as much as skill timing wise as we just have to be smart in what we do and try to recover from when we're not smart. Yeah, 15-year-old. Oh no. No, thank you for the GG, Castle. He lives, absorbing the land's power and growing ever stronger. Ooh. The plot thickens. Gate. The gate! So, I'm actually curious. They said that Magus disappeared mysteriously, right? So this right here was going to happen anyway, but I think somehow we changed, here's the real question. Did we change the events? Like, would Magus still have gone back in time and been part of the new era that we're about to go into? Or what? Like, I'm kind of curious on this one. Chrono. Chrono. Wake up. Because we only experience everything as we see it. In our time, but like, I would love to have known more about Magus's, like, what he experienced throughout the entire thing. I would love to have seen maybe an old school storyboard on it. Alright, so I've always figured that Magus recognized at least Chrono. But see, he wouldn't have until we went back in time with him, because that is... we changed history when we went back in time with him, right? The monster in this game was first shown destroying the world reminds me of Anger's from the old. You know what it reminds me of? A really pissed off Bowser. Okay. It's a really pissed off turtle shell. Koopa ain't got shit on this guy, okay? Bowser ain't got shit on this guy. Alright. Hey, look, we were found. Ayla had strange dream. Went to... I carry you back to Hut. You love me now. But yeah, like, I find it interesting. I would have thought that... I would have thought that he would have recognized him if the time had worked in a certain situation, but because the events that happen... Oh, I hate time travel paradoxes. Magus in the court of place that he presented there, the outsiders would be coming. But is that because he knew it from whenever he was child? Or is that because he knew that they had come along with? He saw it as when he was... okay. Time travel discretions should get headaches? Yes. This is turning into a Futurama episode? Yes. It's... and I would be fried, because my brain is usually fried at this point. And perish the thought, please don't eat me. We have lost him. We have lost the Magus frog. Alright. Lavos, not worry. You rest. Hurt bad. Alright, this is where actually we're gonna stop it for tonight, so... thing is... though they landed here, he landed in Redact. Yeah, I do find that interesting, too. Alright, you okay? Ayla is looking for the Larubas. The Larubas. What happened? Quiet. Okay. Alright. Let's go. And let's save. And there we are. And we get good chill vibes for the end of this, so... No, I do find it interesting. There's a lot of questions that I do have. And I never really looked far into it, so... And again... I want to pay closer attention because I took a lot of stuff for granted. Technically, they should have all landed in the end time. Yes, but because of Lavos and Lavos created Redacted, perhaps that twisted around some of the time travel-y stuffies that's happening. It's actually easy. Time travel without FTL is not feasible. As not only the Earth worlds, but the whole solar system and galaxy. Okay, quit. I have only gotten like 4 hours of sleep for like every single night this week. Please don't check with my head this much. No, I'm curious. I'm gonna pay closer attention. I'm gonna try to pay closer attention. I'm probably gonna forget because that's something that happens. I'm gonna try to pay closer attention when we get there. Because we're close to that. Let's see. We just killed off Magus. I would say we're what, like halfway through the game? Something like that. Ish. I remember, see. From here, we go there, go there, do stuff, go back here, break in, go there, shit goes down, even more shit goes down, come back, go undo the shit that went down, and then we're in final game. Yeah, so we're roughly about halfway. Okay. Yeah. We're in a good position. Oh, goodness. What do we think? If I don't get stuck talking on random bullshit and pronunciations of Japanese swords. And it's not a Japanese sword in this game. It's a broadsword. Just saying. If we don't get stuck on that going forward, we should be able to get through, I think. Before I end up having to shut down shop at the end of the month. So... especially with Sundays. The Sundays coming in is going to be a big break. This is what, stream 4? My prediction was 6 to 8 streams. So yeah, we should be in pretty good shape. Okay. Yes, I'm sorry. I've been trying to end for like the last, 5 minutes now? Thanks everybody. My brain is shot, okay? Let's see. Who do I have on? You know what? QB's on. I don't often get a chance to raid QB, so we'll go after him. If y'all don't know who QB is, QB Smash, he's a pretty decent fellow. He's playing Pyre right now, which if you haven't played that game or you don't know anything about it, it is a sports game. Don't let anybody fool you. But it is a really neat game by... the same people who made the game Hades and Bastion and Transistor. Stellar game, good music, and QB himself is he's just a really good personality. So everybody's thanks for coming out. It's good seeing y'all. Next stream will be Sunday, unless I happen to get some free time on Saturday. I doubt it, but if I do, it won't be this. We'll do something different since Sunday is the promised normal stream day. Until then, y'all take care. I love you guys, and thanks again for coming out and hanging and talking bullshit and doing stupid stuff. And not doing stupid stuff, but putting up with my stupid stuff. So, Eason Burris, Seraphim, Castle, I don't know who else is out there. Thanks everybody for coming, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!